me, I do stuff. And
So
so
quickly though, it's all gone very high up. I'm really impressed with you guys. And I like that you guys have found an identity as well. Before, it was kind of a little bit up in the air. But now I feel like EU online tournaments have kind of found their pace. Especially with Season 2 around the corner as well. Things are going to start heating up again.
It definitely took a while. It's a lot different from the old days. So we had like 7 different organisers doing events over like 5 different
more
days.
Than that, but yeah, we literally had 1 or 2 a day. And it was predictable that with a lack of collaboration, everyone clashing in with each other, a lot of the interest was going to get drained from the players, especially if the events weren't particularly well ran. So a lot of them are gone now. But, you know, the Granblue community stands strong, as it always has.
We've still got plenty of stuff going on. Standing in the normal double-in tournament.
Oh,
so
yeah,
congratulations. For sure. You're on the Battle Royale.
I mean, if Gibbs was about, I'm sure he'd still be able to get brackets going, but yeah. He's busy with
I think Gibbs saw it coming. It's like, yeah, just cover different games.
No, he just doesn't like to tie himself down. And obviously, over the past couple of months, he's been talking with Enemy Evo about running BBCF, which it's the finals running right now alongside this tournament. We also have some stuff going on, you said, with C4IQ running his Dragon Ball League, and we have ATC running a Uni event at the moment. So there's a lot going on in the EFGC in general.
It's a pretty stacked night for sure, but you know, guys, don't leave us. We need your attention.
Oh yeah,
we've got some high-level Granblue here, and that's what you guys are here for.
We're all fighting for EU Granblue to stay alive, and we've been doing a phenomenal job, but we're really living on a prayer at this point. Season 2 is going to kick us all right up the ass, but if you're still hanging around at this point, you're a real trooper.
Got to be a good patch. I am really hoping it's a good patch. It brings everyone back.
That's CAG, man. That's all I can really ask for. And with the inclusion of Season 2, we're getting closer and closer to offline hopefully happening. Probably not happening until 2021, but there'll be a second win for Granblue, basically. When that happens, there will be a second win for Granblue. I have no doubt about that. But it looks like we're going to have a Zoe player. Is it a Jetstream? Doesn't typically attend these tournaments, or at least I've never seen him here before. Necron, he's a classic EU Granblue player. He's from Sweden, plays Beelzebub, and always does pretty well. But this is a surprise. So many Zoes have been turning up lately, if you've noticed.
Yeah, obviously took a while to show up because he requires more work to be good with than most characters in the game, I'd say.
Yeah, for sure.
But, you know, once you put in the work, you've got the setups, you've got the pressure right, she can be very, very rewarding.
Yeah, and the main thing that really puts people off of Zoe is the fact that she doesn't have a reliable reversal, which is a big part of what makes characters in Granblue so great. But she has all of the tools that you'd need outside of that. She can alter her air momentum, she has good neutral tools, she has great buttons, good run speed. She's really got a pretty complete toolkit, aside from that.
Yeah, I was going to say good buttons, but yeah, 2M's one of the best in the game, and 2H is great. She's going to say she's got great anti-air options with that. It can be a lot of stuff other characters can struggle with, like Bob's dive kick, Motera hops, etc.
She can also confirm with her throw, which is a relatively unique trait that not many characters have.
Absolutely, but this is round is coming down to the wire here. One big hit from either player. Dragon is out. Anti-air, what? The chase down!
Anti-air straight into the SBA. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, that SBA hits so high up on the screen. Actually kind of nuts. Like, when you're playing against Zoe, you assume that you can evade it, but nah, if it hits nearly the top of the screen.
Yeah, it definitely goes higher than you'd expect. Oh, so does that.
Yeah, this is a bit of a knowledge check.
Hard to go over.
Beelzebub in general, he feels like, especially in offline situations, definitely a bit of a knowledge check. A lot of this stuff is relatively reactable, but if you don't know what you're looking for, really screw you up. But see, starting to get used to the fireballs now.
Yeah, partly knowledge check, partly, you know, reactions as well. Like, reacting to, like, the right vortex and stuff.
It definitely is all reactable, but again, if you don't have the reactions, then it's all for nothing.
Yeah, I definitely do not. I'm an old man. Boomer commentator right here. But, you know, someone who does seem to have reactions is Jetstream, but not quite that time.
No, he's really struggling to get a foothold in neutral at the moment. Honestly, in this matchup, all Zoe really wants to be doing is sitting back and charging. It's not, the pressure isn't exactly on her. But, I don't know, it's not going that well.
Oh, that's a good answer.
Yeah, right, but that's what I mean. If you just sit there and charge, that was a beautiful conversion. If you just sit there charging, there really isn't much Bubs can do to threaten you. getting the 7 golden letters. Nice
that
adjustment.
was just clean.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, that was. He basically had Necron just jumping into stuff and killed himself.
that was exactly what was happening on the prior round, though. It was just Jetstream jumping around, not really getting much control in neutral, and then it just gets flipped directly on its head.
Yeah, obviously, Bubs does have very good fireballs, but you can react to them, obviously, as you pointed out. So ooh, this is going to hurt.
Converting off of a dive kick. What a beast. I mean, I will say that both of these characters can kind of benefit from matchup unfamiliarity. It's not like everyone's going to be the most well-versed against Zoe and Beelzebub.
I mean, yeah, definitely not Bubs. There's basically only Ben that plays a very high level. And he's been gone for a short while.
We've got
obviously,
Sombang
Necron's good,
playing
don't get me
lately.
wrong.
And,
sorry?
Sombang. He's in the bracket today.
Ah.
And we also have Jetstream.
Oh wait, that beat it! That beat... That's meant to be like the anti-air invulnerable DP move. How did that get beat by dive kick?
It doesn't have... it's not involved from like frame 1. I believe it's like frame 6 or 7 that it has.
Yeah, but she was
anti-air
high up.
Well,
you got head-to-head with it. I'm just really confused.
I don't know. No idea. Either way, I'd assume it just
No,
wasn't active for long enough. But yeah, most of the really phenomenal Zoe players, like Hiari, Ify, Kendi, they don't tend to attend online tournaments that much, and there you go. The Beelzebub special tying it up.
Perfect! What is going on here? My God!
Honestly, I feel
just
like
ran up to the Venom.
what's going on here is just matchup unfamiliarity from both players. So whoever gets momentum going just runs away with it.
Yeah,
unblockable.
Yes,
nice.
Jetstream is definitely playing more aggressive though. That's might pay off this time.
And like that, that's exactly what I want to see. Jetstream just being patient, sitting back, waiting for Necron to make mistakes, and forcing him to have to take initiative. If you sit back, charging Dragon, what's Bob's gonna do to you, you know?
Yeah, nothing, but obviously you gotta make Bobs do something as well. Oh, good
yeah,
DP.
but at the same time, you're getting your Dragon Charge, right? And then once you start firing off lasers, you can just approach for free. Nice! Air Lightning.
Alright, one more touch.
Chip.
Chip is definitely up. Are you going to do a spot dodge? No.
What on earth was the super jump back?
Just jump back, dash forward, dash, jump, there, jump in.
Standing still is a crime.
Welcome to anime.
There we go.
Ooh,
Firing back at the dragon. And then on reaction, this is when a lot of people see the fireball. They kind of prediction spot dodge or forward roll. There's really no need. Just wait until you see it coming towards you at distances like that, and then forward roll.
Depends on the range. If you do it from closer, you can get punches in. If you
that's what I mean. If you're at that range, there's really no need to do anything except react.
Yeah, absolutely. Alright, here comes the pressure. One hit and super could do a lot. Oh, he's just jumping!
Yeah, they're just jumping and using their dive kicks.
Floor is lava, and is this it?
Dead. Yeah.
Yes.
Run out match point.
Alright, for both players, nice. Alright, see if any players learn from this.
Nice.
Talk about matchup infinity, but this is a very good anti-air. That's one thing Jetstream 100% has right now.
Yeah, I mean, Necron really hasn't been able to jump him for free. So either getting 2H or reversaled. Nice. No S is here, boys. Eating the universal love counter hit.
Oh, good tech though. But this doesn't matter, it gets clipped, but oh, he drops a combo! Just got pushed out of range, couldn't get the last hit before super.
This is a long hill to climb though.
I mean, you got SSBA.
1 HP.
Oh.
Not a chip point yet though, I don't believe.
No.
Maybe you are actually. Oh no. Spot dodge. Oh, now you definitely are. There we go.
Alright. Got a bit scrambled at the end, both players panicking, but Jetstream coming out on top.
Yeah, just had to patiently sit there, use the dragons, get into chip point, and end it out. Well, looks like we've got another Zoe, boys.
Just has to say on the record, it's probably been overstated, but Zoe is so cute. Like, I don't know how they made her that cute in game.
I mean, Arc System work are kind of devils, if I'm honest, when it comes to 2.5D magic.
Yeah, magic is the right word. Absolutely.
Next up is going to be Sombang up against Strikeza, which should be a good match.
Alright, so what's this? Bubs Nam?
Sombang, it's Narmaya against Zoe, if I remember. I believe.
Oh, you see, all right.
I believe Sombang. Because I believe in one of the lobby nights he like 0-20'd me with Zoe. I could be mistaken.
So I thought you said you played Bubs in that game. I was like, huh? But okay, I misheard. All right, on the Cavs, let's go. You're all spoiled for Zoe today, already. Boys. Yeah, nice and prepared.
Yeah.
Yeah, I came out of retirement for like lobby night the other night, and Trikiza beat me pretty badly. I didn't like it.
Yeah, the Narmayas are leveled up. Weirdly enough, characters like Narmaya and Zoe, they're pretty well represented at this point because they're pretty character specialist characters. Same with Zeta actually. So a lot of the character specialist characters are still about. And then you have characters that are a little, character specialists like Vasaraga, Matera, who they vanished off the face of the planet.
Yep, sorry about that,
no, never mind. No, we got a couple of Materas, like Mr. Powers in the tournament. I know that we also had Bonsai relatively recently. Yeah, I forgot. Matera's been popping up all over the place. That's not great.
I haven't seen any, so I'm going to be interested to see if we see any today.
Yeah, definitely. I know there's at least 2 of them in the bracket right now.
Oh, nice overhead, just gonna
hit. Yeah. Well, no full conversion.
Did you not have special? Maybe cooldowns?
No, he had all the cooldowns ready to go. He definitely should have been able to get something going there. Nice. Using the frame trap, and then universal overhead gets the counter hit, but no conversion.
Oh, get frame traps.
That's all of the meter gone, though. Oh, damn, another drop. Takes the plus frames, goes... Wow, actually gets away with that. Should have died there.
Alright, but Stormman's still stuck in the corner here, though. No, it's got Dragon back. One more here.
Nice.
Oh, basic anti-air.
No Oki, but might be enough. Ooh, big chunk of lag.
Okay, it's not just me. I was getting worried. Hopefully the players aren't experiencing too bad.
I mean, yeah, it was just one big chunk.
Oh, Dragon up from the other side. Overhead lands. Gonna be super.
Right into the SSBA. And this SSBA is so ugly, man. I can't tell what they're going for.
It's like, absolutely disgusting.
The thing is about this SSBA is that if you spot dodge it, because it has so much block stun attached to it, if you spot dodge it, it has like so much time to be punished. Because obviously they're anticipating you blocking it, and then it puts you into a ton of block stun. So that
yeah.
It balances out a little bit. But when you spot dodge it,
for a quick demonstration of how badly that's punishable, Matera can spot dodge it, then set up butterflies and trigger them.
Yeah, exactly.
Full butterfly combo.
It's absolutely insane. Pretty much every character gets a jump in. Nice, great DP. Very risky to do against Zoe.
Oh, guest tech, nice. Right, follow through kick, counter hit. Now you're in the corner. Oh, confirmed.
Nah,
drops it though.
No punish, takes his stand back, it's gonna be the round. No, never mind. So many robberies and drops coming out. Universal overhead doesn't get a counter hit though. Recovered in time. A lot of guest stacking coming out in these games.
Absolutely. Oh,
that's gonna be it.
Yeah.
Alright, 1-1.
You're always gonna be blocking versus Narmaya.
I mean, I'm honestly surprised that she managed to slip that command dash in.
I don't know. I'm not. I see a lot, especially as a Matera player. It's like half of what any Narmaya does.
Nice. And again, lots of guest stacking coming out. We're losing 40% of their time.
Notice and has adapted. Oh, dust loops, let's go. No,
no dust loops. What that, boys?
No dust loops.
Or dust loop.
I mean, there's normally at least 2 from that combo.
Yeah, but it's one loop. Like it's one iteration.
Yeah. That's it.
Bonk. Alright, that's a significant amount of damage. One more touch is going to do it. Gets the low. Doesn't convert off of it.
Any hit can do it. Something's in the corner. Tries to bait the anti-air again. Doesn't work.
He's being very patient.
Dragon's on cooldown.
Wow. What on earth?
No!
That was such a free punish.
Yeah.
Nice. Clashes. Gets the throw, and that's going to be it. Trikiza 1-0. That was incredibly sloppy first round, though. I could have went either way.
Yeah, there was about 4 different drops in about 10 seconds from both players. But, coming out on top, Trikiza.
Nice.
Oh,
great
and
DP.
here's it this time. Yeah, it didn't work before. I think maybe EX was the difference.
Yeah, I mean EX DP is fully invuln, right? So definitely gonna work. Universal overhead gets a regular hit on Zoe's universal overhead. Again, we ain't using OSs in this house. Only guesses.
I mean, if you're gonna make the hard reads, universal overhead is the one to make. Like, get 50% from a defensive option.
I mean, it's definitely an offensive call out though. It's not necessarily a defensive option.
Yeah, it depends. It's the best defense is the best offense.
Ah, nice. Speaking of, not letting him have a second to himself to charge up that dragon.
Yep, you are never safe with no one on the screen. Got a big sword,
A lot
not
of
afraid to use
walking
it.
coming out from Raiki's at the moment.
Oh,
I really like it.
Told you, you're not safe.
Yeah, no, again, pretty much
absolutely
the
there.
entirety of the screen. And it's nigh on unreactable. If you're trying to react to it with anything other than pressing the guard button, you're gonna regret it. You really are.
I mean, if somebody's charging, she can do the, I forgot the name of it, but the reversal option from it.
Yeah, I just called it the dive
Just a one
kick.
button input.
Or the dive. It's just a generic dive. There we go. Everyone gets hit there. TK Moonsault into a +2, and then you just go for the light. Yep. It always hits.
I mean, it looks like it's going to be high. Everyone's blocking high. Well, I do at least. And they always get hit.
Oh, nice.
That's throw.
These are going 2-0. That was fast.
Yeah, finish off with throws a few times, actually. Despite all the guest checking.
Alright, so next up,
We're
probably going to be going into winners round 2, and we're only going to stream one of the matches, and there are a ton of good-looking ones there. For you, I think we're going to do Svampin up against Mr. Pal, so we get some Matera.
Swampin beat me pretty badly too. It's like you're streaming everyone who beat me the other night. Only played 3 people. We're going to get Godflash Thunder on 2.
I mean, unironically, he's probably going to be in there, at least at some point.
Yeah. But no, I'm looking forward to see this. I think Mr. Powell might be the Matera that was watching me play Swampin. There was someone saying you need to know the matchup a bit. I was like, I can't play the matchup, but I can show you what I do. And so yeah, hopefully you can learn from my lessons, do what I didn't do, don't do what I did do, and come out with a win.
Thank you, Moss, for the one-man host. I appreciate it, my guy.
He's always got the biggest host. It's done my colour! No, can we get someone else on stream?
I don't know, man. Kind of a good colour.
It is, but it's my Nero Bride colour.
I'm just directing him to the right cab.
Alright.
The amount of people that hop on the wrong cab. To be honest, the Granblue community, even way back when, were pretty responsible. They got into their matches, they pretty much ran the tournaments all by themselves. But, with Venom back in the mix, there's always that chance, you know? You're sitting here, you have to go over to another goddamn station.
But here we go. Last time I played, I ended up getting on the wrong cab somehow. Kind of embarrassing being a TO myself.
You'd reckon you'd know, right?
I swear I went on the right one, but apparently I couldn't read or I'm colorblind or something I wasn't aware of. But anyway, you got Slam over Mr. Powell, Zed v Matera. Honestly, I think this might be a really bad matchup for Matera, or maybe
it's
I'm
not.
just really out of practice.
I don't think it is.
Like,
I feel like it's one of the more, fair matchups in the game.
I don't know, like once Zeta gets a knockdown, you got to be like 7 mix-ups.
Oh yeah, don't worry.
There's only a tiny bit of exaggeration there.
Like, honest to God, both of these characters, the reason why I feel like this matchup is relatively fair is because they both reflect each other's game plans relatively well, right? Both characters are, relatively squishy characters with high mobility that have anti-zoning tools and, vortexy offense. And both of the characters are relatively fragile on defense. So, it turns into whoever can get the first hit and knockdown in neutral can absolutely wail on them. But Matera also has the option to play hyper defensively in this matchup, purely going for high shots, because Zeta's laser completely does not interact with high shot. So she can actually zone out. Yeah, no. She can completely zone out Zeta. She has time to fire high shots and block afterwards.
No, I'm pretty sure it clashed with high too. And
No, they don't.
I'm really remembering that.
They don't.
It's just a failure. Okay.
So yeah,
Okay,
that's why
we'll
this
see.
matchup can turn into... Well, we just saw there. But this is why this matchup can turn into Matera trying to zone out quite a lot of the time. Because once Zeta gets in on you, well, it's going to look a bit like this.
Yeah, and it's pretty much over.
Oh yeah, no, it's 100%.
Oh, it actually is over. It actually is over, right? Sorry, I was underestimated. Can't speak English. It's really hard.
Yeah, that's the thing about this matchup, right? Whilst Matera definitely has the tools to keep Zeta out, the unfortunate reality is that once you get hit once, you better have that SBA locked and loaded, and you better get the right call out on when to use it. Otherwise, you're probably dead.
Yeah, absolutely. But the thing is, a lot of Zeta's pressure is very
safe.
Versus DP's.
Oh yeah, very safe.
Especially Matera's throw super.
You basically have to successfully
good
block.
confirm though.
You basically have to successfully block or OS Pogo, and then after that point, you have to wait until she's pushed herself all the way out, and then has to take a reset. Whoa! Speaking of resets,
why would you do that?
Well, got to the chip point now though.
Super. It was easy. But yeah, it's obviously in a good position. But all right, there you go.
You see it.
All right, yeah, okay, goes over, but it does trade. Sorry.
Well, again, if we're completely at full screen and Matera initiates, with the arrow, it doesn't actually trade. Matera can block in time. But right there, that was relatively close. Zeta was already using laser.
Yeah.
But obviously, Mr. Pow, more than happy to trade Svampen's life for a laser hit.
No, you just gone corner to corner.
Hey, not quite corner to corner, bro. This is only 3/4 of the screen, okay? Empty throw. What's the next
mix? Pogo mix. I know the Pogo mix. That's the hardest one.
Yeah, empty low and empty throw, honestly. Probably the most terrifying. Other than that,
no,
like, single
Pogo
Pogo
he does,
high.
like, jump heavy or something.
Yeah. It's just
that
effective.
Hits, and then
you could also see a lot of people do, like, the Jay Benji gimmick, which is where you just super jump over their heads and fake a Pogo, and the Pogo doesn't connect at all. It just goes straight to the ground. You do an empty low.
Yeah, I've seen players do similar, like they land just in front instead. I've never seen people go past them, but yeah, there's so many ways that Zeta can mix it up. Oh, anti-air that! Okay.
Yeah, I mean, anti-air far heavy was like Zeta's go-to anti-air before 1.21. And the improvements to her 2H. I mean, yeah, it's still not the best, but the reward she gets from it is absolutely saucy. And it's definitely not bad anymore.
Have you ever seen Zeta's defensive options that people say she doesn't have?
Oh, yeah.
Use it to escape certain situations.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying you specifically, but a lot of people act like Zeta has absolutely nothing on defense.
Yeah, like she has a lot of...
people get hit by reversal.
She gets really good options against safe jumps and certain defensive OSs from stance. Not only that, it's really effective at beating out special cancels from characters like Jida, which, we say that, but that's still completely cursed. Let's go with something a little bit more realistic. Really good at beating out a Wrecker character like Lancelot with stance. But the thing is that whilst it's a really, really terrible reversal tool, I'm not gonna lie, every Zeta ever has been using stats heavy into the heavy follow-up and has been getting rewarded for it every time. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. When I play Zeta, I spam it and I get rewarded for it literally every time. Even though
it's not bad
on paper it's bad, but it's really not.
Oh, it clashed! What? Oh, good reaction to the anti-air. It's gonna be the air.
Nice.
Yep. Confirmed.
Farlight as well. Very specific confirm. Yep. Good awareness from Swampin, which, we come to expect at this point, as I'd argue Swampin is probably the best Zeta in Europe.
I definitely agree there. I mean, it's definitely good competition. You got Mick and Miri.
Miri, yeah.
Both very, very good players.
But I feel like Swampin is definitely a tier above them, I'm not gonna lie. Like, both of them have very strong elements, like, for example, Miri with his patience, and Mick with his... Mick has, like, really good offense, and decent... am I getting them mixed up? I might be. But either way, one of them has really good offense and setups, and the other one is incredibly patient and good at utilizing Zeta's footsie tools. And that's the beautiful thing about Zeta, is that she can really be played however the game demands, and however the matchup demands. Back in the early days, it felt like she didn't have the tools, the necessary tools to kind of hold her own in pretty much any situation. But she's had so many things added to her, and with the other top tiers being pulled down, it feels like now she can just play every single element of Granblue really, really well. But don't worry, guys, she's bottom 6, according to Asia and NA at this point.
Bottom 16, according to Swampin.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, worst character in the game. Number one to the damn player right there. But yeah, she's obviously a very versatile character. But that's also probably why you're seeing characters like her and Narmaya increase in popularity. I mean, increase in success, I should say. Because obviously they take longer to learn to play optimally. Like anyone can pick up Gran and do decently within an hour's practice, but not quite the same with Zeta.
No, for sure. Especially in the early days, there was a lot of stuff that was just fundamentally missing from her game plan. And over time, she's been developed more, not just by the players, but also by Arxis. And she's in a really good spot now.
Has there been any buffs other than 2M and 2H? I thought that was
there was 2M, 2H, Far Heavy. There was her 6-6L change. All of the usability changes to all of her special cancels. She's gotten a hell of a lot. Her SSBA damage change as well. There was tons been changed for Zeta. Yeah.
Oh. I thought that was always pretty standardy.
No, basically there was a weird interaction with how Zeta's damage was being calculated on SBA. And that got adjusted, so now it does pretty much 2500 flat on the dot.
Oh.
Min.
Okay. That's a Zeta main speaking for you there, in all the knowledge.
Alright, winners quarters. We've got our first match, which is going to be Zeiji against Peter, and then we're going to go ahead and watch Veer up against Breaker.
Alright, Zeiji Peter should be interesting, because
oh yeah,
I mentioned earlier, but Peter's playing Richter tomorrow, and he's been practicing for the Ferry matchup. So, let's see what's got new tech. He's going to unveil it here or he's saving it. Because honestly, I haven't seen Zeiji play. Like, I was kind of went missing for a month in Granblue, and he came from nowhere. Now he's currently a top player in Europe.
He's actually phenomenal, though. He's definitely the second coming of Richter. And I'm just going to say, he beat Richter in a first to 10. But that can happen to anyone. Okay. That's all I'm saying.
Especially in mirror matches, because you don't really get too much experience playing that, right? We've got so many ferries in Europe, though.
Yeah, I mean, yes and no. A lot of them have been slowly phasing out. Like, we've lost Jundo. Breaker's still hanging around, but we've lost Jundo. We've lost a few of the ferries that we were used to having, especially a lot of the Swedish ones. Like, a lot of them don't really play all that often. But, assuming that they end up coming back, yeah, we've got a ton of talent playing ferry.
Yeah, it feels like we got... Between Ferry, Narmaya, and Zeta, it's like 50-60% of everyone that plays still.
Yeah, I mean, remember back in the day when genuinely 50-60% of the bracket was Ladiva?
Actually, you're right. I was going to say, no, it wasn't that bad, but...
No, it was.
Yeah.
Most of the bracket was Ladiva. It was kind of insane.
But yeah, Ladiva's, I think, is the easiest character to just pick up and do decent-ish with. Right, because we're talking about... Like, I don't want to insult any Ladiva players. Playing at top level is obviously very hard, especially if you run into a ferry, but...
Navia saying it's all Zetas and Nam. That's very true. It is a lot of Zetas and Nam. But the third character that's definitely there is Jita. Everyone and their mum's playing Jita now.
I told you she was the best.
I was the one saying it. Literally from day one, I was saying... Yes, I was. I was saying Jita is top 5, and this is before Gran gets nerfed, but we can also expect Gran and Catalina to get brought down. I remember because I still got all the tier lists.
And everyone was calling me crazy.
Ah, yeah. Well, I wasn't with you on top 1, and I'm still not. But Jita was definitely slept on in Europe, because if you were saying that at the beginning, you'll know that Jita, everyone was sleeping on that character, man. Everyone was saying that it was just worse Gran, even if the character gets nerfed, it's just going to be worse Gran, but she has a lot that is incredibly good. Loopable combos, devastating, stupidly devastating Oki. She has a little, there's certain ranges where she gets to play, where Gran doesn't.
She's great, a lot pushback, even on block.
Yeah.
I don't think that can be understated.
Yeah,
like 50% on block Rekka.
You get a DP from one corner, and then from that DP, you can unironically push them all the way to the wall with never leaving blocks done.
Oh, speaking of never leaving blocks on, Peter's never leaving this mix-up, but never mind, he left it. Sorry, that's a false segue. I feel ashamed.
Nice, beautiful.
Oh, good call-out.
No, that's exactly what you can expect from Zeiji. He's got that down. Like, it's... unironically, we're probably going to see that a lot in this matchup. We saw this last week, I believe, as well. This matchup, specifically. Zeiji versus Peter.
You would think this would be a pretty bad matchup for Ferry, right?
Yeah, it definitely is a relatively bad matchup. But Zeiji knows his stuff. He actually has a good understanding of this matchup, and he utilizes a lot of defensive OSs that people always say that are essential to have against Lance, but no one has them against Lance. You very rarely see them getting used, like close M, procs anti-air, 2L, AL, stuff like that. Like, Zeiji's already got it down. But it doesn't matter how many OSs you've got down, when you're underneath Lance's pressure in the corner, it's not going to be pretty. Mix.
Yep, he's still not out. Got a weak mix up, good tech. Alright. Oh. There, done. Just lost his cool, dashed in.
Yeah, Peter checks him with a 2M.
Legs. Yeah, Peter showing, you know, definitely knows how to play the matchup. Oh, good whiff punish, let's go.
Yeah, no, okay, you definitely can't overhead slash for a bait Zeiji. He's using OSs on pretty much every defensive situation. Other than the one earlier, we saw him go for a guess throw there. Got that on reaction Protec.
And Lance loops, let's go. Nope, never mind.
Mix. No, that's exactly the reset that he's supposed to go for. So, it's all good. Wow! Utilizing the record to push forward there. Get rid of GG. Nice and early.
Oh, big on another GG.
Nice, beautiful.
Oh, air on block wall.
Yeah.
Good setup.
Setup.
I like it.
Didn't get as much reward as he should have from there, to be honest. Zeiji usually has very optimized combos. He's like a lab monster as well. You see him posting combo videos all the time. Speaking of, what's the mix? Staffing away.
A lot of 2Ls from them. Is that always a 2L 8L mix up, do you think?
I don't think so.
Oh, what's this? Can he punish? Yeah, I thought so.
Uh-oh.
Like, it all comes back though.
Because it doesn't go away on block or hit, because... Why? Exactly?
Ferry needs it.
Free needs, yeah.
Oh, back kick, okay, that was a mistake.
That's a real punish as
Try
well.
to escape corner. Yep.
That drill hit way too high.
On hit. It's great.
I mean, yeah, that was a very high up dive kick to be hitting, to be fair. You definitely don't want to be hitting drill at that angle.
Pretty sure we're trying to just escape corner, but the side switch messed it up.
Yeah, for sure. That's definitely what happened. I mean, honestly, both of these characters, like, pretty much invalidate the corner. So, in this matchup, the corner is really just a social construct. Does the corner really exist if either character can just jump out of it and make it yours?
Yes, because it's the strongest. It's the place where Lance is strongest. He wants to be in the corner.
Oh, speaking of, what a beautiful DP bait. Peter uses 5U better than pretty much any EU Lance. It reminds me of Kazunoko in a lot of ways, which I'm hoping is where Peter took a lot of inspiration for his Lance in. It reminds me a lot of it, to be fair.
I can't even recall any of it EU Lances at this point. It's been so long. I mean, there was Zane, Kingston a long time back, and that it?
No, there was also Devil Kuko. There were quite a few, I'm not gonna lie, but none of them making it all that deep into many things. I mean, we had Zane being invited to the Rebel finals.
Yeah, he played in our United 5 for Team UK, had mixed results.
Yeah, I feel like that's true in general. Zane was a great player, but he had a lot of gaps in his knowledge, specifically matchup based usually.
Oh, good punch with record.
Felt like Zane was kind of just playing his game.
Yeah, absolutely, but he seemed like the smartest Lancer played the versus. He adapts really quickly. Good tech there. Back to the games.
Viable? Wow. Ooh. That was a really awkward situation. Oh, what we're going to see. SVA catching what looked like, was that a
2-air right tail, probably? What's it?
Either way, it doesn't matter what it caught. Caught something. That's going to be Peter moving forwards. It's top 8.
Yeah, I know one of the things I ran into doing 2L 8L was some supers can catch it. I'm not sure if Ferry has the same problem because different speeds, etc. I'm not sure Ferry's 2L is.
Breaker.
Yeah, chat said it looks like jump, so...
It definitely looked like something... I don't think it was 2L. I think it was forward roll or jump. But either way.
Yeah, but I think the 2L whiffs, and then you're trying to do 8L, but it comes out as jump because the 2L whiffs. So you get the 2L 8L, so she jumps, but you get caught jumping up.
Alright, let's take a look at the bracket. Let's see if anything interesting has happened. Winner's quarters at the moment is Rixter versus Sonic San. Yeah, pretty expected. It is Sonic San. Sonic San beat Jedo Stream. Rixter going for Koiva and LKF to make it to winner's quarters. And we have Zeiji Peter, we saw the result of that. Tanya-chan and Simba-Heave. A couple of them Charlotta's got knocked into losers during that one. So Anthem versus Godflash, that's going to be an interesting one. Godflash having to take out his Amaya Brethren in order to get here. And then Nivea Breaker, they... Oh, Dizzy's down into losers. And then I don't know who Doppler is. Doppler also lost.
Yeah, D seems like top 8 you'd expect if you like looked at this tournament, I'd say, more or less.
Unironically, every single player who was seeded top 8 has won their match, so yeah, this is exactly the winners' quarters that you'd expect.
That's partly why, you know, seeding can be contentious, like in full tournaments. Like, I'm not trying to insult your ways or anything, but
no,
you definitely see the same players in the top 8 a lot more often than you otherwise would.
Yeah, but at the same time, it gives people a lot more opportunity. For example, in the early rounds, be able to get matches which will be a little bit more balanced.
That's absolutely true. Like, I somehow won 3 games in the Guilty Gear tournament despite playing it for like a week. Just saying.
So Nivea Breaker is an interesting matchup. I'm pretty sure we saw this not long ago. But Breaker has changed quite a bit, but he's a very fun fairy to watch. Well, we've got Seiji and Rixter, they're pretty refined. Whereas we see Breaker tending to go for a lot more like Kuso jumps and playing... I don't want to say a less refined, because it's very intentional what he's doing. But it's definitely a more aggro and rando fairy. Up against Nivea, who is basically the king of rando cheaters. You'll never see this man ever going for an OS. Nah, he's more rando than Deviants these days. He's like Deviants before he realizes... Yeah, he's like Deviants before he realizes that rando DP isn't necessarily always the best option. Beautiful punish on the whip coming out there, though.
Alright, nice.
But yeah, Nivea is exactly like old Deviants. He does a lot of random DP. Does really interesting throw situations with, you know, he's basically not afraid to run up and press universal overhead, and he's not afraid to use MDP at any given moment. Case in point.
You said it. You said it. Wait, that be 2H? Jesus. Yeah, you know, you gotta have people scared, right? You get people scared, they start second guessing themselves, they let you get away with disrespectful stuff.
I mean, both of these players have won HAB during the season. Nivea will taking the last event. Beautiful. Ooh. Using the 2H to bait out the MDP there. You don't get much reward from it, but you certainly flex on him.
Oh, get the far knockdown. Here comes corner. Nice. No, never mind.
Just do a mash.
Break coming up. Yeah. Badly timed there by Nivea. Well, unfortunately timed.
Alright. Nice. They're doing a phenomenal job of keeping him at bay right now.
Yeah, exactly. I was just going to say, you know, I've never properly got in last time. He got a few knockdowns, but even then, never really got stuff going.
Well, he commits to the EX Wrecker, yeah, forces his way in, gets the throw.
I mean, it's worth it, right? If you get the hit, you've got them in the corner. If you don't, you just...
That right there, well, that's the Breaker special. He will back throw on defense so much. I'm not sure if it's like a guess, honestly. I'm not sure if he's guessing with Pro Tech, but he so frequently gets it. In the week that he won HAB, I genuinely believe he got 10 plus in one match against Gumius.
Oh, it's going to hurt. Alright, going for the real input, guys. Slatin with the fish and the legendary weapons. A great combination. Now one more hit. Going for the meaty.
Overhead.
Overhead lands. Records will probably chip from here. Yeah. Oh, tricks it.
Every single special's getting... Yeah, shut down, but you can't stop
everyone.
DP. If he spot dodged there and won that round, I would have actually been so hyped. There we go, good start.
He's so important on those DP. Is he reacting to those?
Oh yeah, just reacting with forward plus DP. You're already holding forwards, right, so... Not what you want to do there.
Yeah,
but the
it's taking a few hits here. These
yeah, and it's adding up though, yeah. 50% gone already. Lots of just not reactive stuff coming out from Nivea anymore. He's shown that he understands how to deal with this matchup. You have to play relatively reactively, but he's getting himself caught with a lot of prediction, forward roll, and spot dodge. Here we go.
Yeah, this all came from one DP. It's showing the importance of that tool.
Universal overhead counter hit on defense.
Dodge is defensive option, man. Great tool.
Yeah, something like that. I'm not sure if I'd agree, especially with Ferry. It's the fuck it. I can't be asked to do an OS here.
If it's right, I'll probably win an option.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's Ferry. Ferry really doesn't get that much off of a universal overhead, especially at ranges like that.
That's
definitely a YOLO tool. Oh, what dodges into the fireball? The thing is that Jita's fireball game is so destructively strong. It's basically a 50-50 every time she presses fireball. Breaker moving on boards there. Going 1-0.
Yeah, well, obviously Ferry has one of the best answers for fireballs, though.
Oh yeah, especially when you're trying to...
invulnerable.
You're trying to bait, you know, oh, am I going to do charge fireball or am I going to do regular fireball? Ooh, how are you going to react to this? It just does H-whip.
Yeah, it beats anything. Oh, but speaking of beating anything, this is could be a quick round here.
Breaker, fearless. Trying to take his turn back there. Well, I don't want to say that Nivea intentionally whiff throw, but it works out anyway. Nivea moving, getting around, getting us one step closer to this being tied up.
Whiff throw is actually the strongest move in the game, I swear.
I mean, it's the Granblue mix-up. It's the classic. It's a guarantee that if you do it, they're going to do it in response, and then you get a free hit. 100% of the time.
Yeah.
It's the true
unlock. Wait, where did Nivea's health go? I think he's been hit like twice. Oh my god, he's not getting in.
There we go. 7 golden letters. What?
Maybe
4th, 5th time we've seen it today already. Breaker one step
it's
away
been a
from
lot
taking the
better,
match. And that's something I want to see a little bit more of to you. Obviously, Jita 2M is a phenomenal tool for dealing with it, and right there we see him going for 2U instead. And then 2M counter hit confirm, straight to the corner. Beautiful stuff from
Corner combo from mid-screen, let's go.
Yeah, the corner carry on the X-Wrecker. I remember you were always very hard on that. Yeah, it's definitely...
it's pretty disgusting, let's be honest. Like,
drops out of the DP, gets the universal overhead. Yeah, getting hit by the Wrecker.
No, it didn't combo.
Delayed.
What?
It was delayed.
Okay, DP.
Yeah. When you're near chip point, it's really kind of cursed. Come on.
I don't know, you've got SSBA up, it's a big risk to be taking. Alright, 1-1, let's go.
One more.
He's still going those YOLO DPs, and
again, I'm being serious when I say this. Think like pre-Red Bull Deviants, and that's Nivea, man. Never afraid to pull the trigger on a random DP. And trust me when I say that it won't be the end of this tournament before we see an actual random DP. A lot of these have been intentional and, you know, well placed, but trust me, we'll see one before the night's over.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you know, this is very probably the one character it's a good idea on, but Sky cornered and Belly needs a super.
Gets the SBA.
Kited damage.
The real input. That's the real difference. Deviant sort of easy input there, man.
I mean, we've seen Nivea normally do that when it doesn't matter, but well, I guess it really didn't matter then. The first hit kills. All right.
Oh, nice. What the fuck, man?
Oh,
that's a war crime, man. I don't know. Both of them went for universal overhead there, and that's really nice. Wow, gets a counter hit there. No punish. But yeah, that's kind of indicative of this entire matchup. Neither one of these players tend to use defensive OSs. They kind of just let it rip with universal overhead and, you know, predict throw.
Make the hard reads.
There, right there. Predict throw.
Oh,
nice. Gets the 2U.
Yeah, they're really struggling to get in right here. That's gonna be it.
Oh, never mind. No optimals.
No.
The DP was back out. We're at match point. Oof. Yeah, if that was Zeiji or Rixter, we would have seen like some Twitter tech right there.
Yeah, it's expecting the super to come out, obviously. Oh no. Is that going to combo? That does. Oh, doesn't quite though. Side switch.
No punish.
Drops it.
That's huge.
Obviously went for the side. Yeah. He tried to do the side switch for the punish, makes it a bit harder. But
yeah, no, it's definitely still doable there.
Absolutely.
So rip. Pretty big loss, especially with EX whip cooldown. Oh, nice, nice. Okay, come on, we gotta get the punish. That's what we want to see. Now we're gonna see some Twitter tech. Let's go. Some Twitter tech. Oh, it doesn't continue it.
Now you got GD on you, but no, roll through it. Oh no.
This could be
Never
it.
gonna bring this back.
Universal Overhead gets the counter hit, and that right there is exactly how this match should end. One of them had to get counter hit by Universal Overhead. Had to be one of them. Mash OS saves lives, guys. Mash OS saves lives. Nevia moving
as soon as I saw
forwards
him roll through the GG, he didn't get locked down. I thought, oh no, Nevia's won this.
Yeah, Nevia's gonna win this with some shit, man. I mean, she got in, right? Once Jita's in, it's very hard for Fairy to get off. Which is really a testament to how well Breaker was doing in that match, I'm not gonna lie. He managed to get out of situations where he should have been doomed quite a few times.
It's mostly stopping Nevia from getting in, right? He had normally lost like 50-60% before Nevia got in.
Next up is going to be winners semis, though, which is our first top 8 match, which means everyone who you see from here on out has officially secured themselves some placement points to the season finale. The first match is going to be Peter versus Rixter, Rixter being one of the few players that we haven't seen in this event particularly, but I'm sure you're all familiar with what it is he does. And then our second match is going to be Svampen up against Nevia, who we just saw play. So.
Alright. So, you know, I mentioned previously before that we got Rixter v Peter first, 10v10. First to 10 tomorrow. And are they going to bust out the tech for this, or are they going to save it? I mean, this is semi-finals. You'd imagine they'd use it, right?
I mean, I don't think there's much hidden tech at this point. I'm not going to lie. Especially in this matchup. I don't
know, he's labbing it. It was literally, I was checking the stream before he was doing it. It's like, yeah, labbing for the Fairy matchup tomorrow.
Oh, well, yeah, I was going to say, if there was going to be anything coming out, it would be from Peter. Peter has been pretty much solo carrying the Lance community for a while now. But he's definitely out there making moves.
I'm excited to see it. So it's going to be Peter. Is Peter the Fairy Destroyer?
We've seen him lose. Last time. We've seen him lose to Zeiji the week prior, but at the moment he's on a pretty good trajectory. Not gonna lie, it's looking pretty likely. But if there's anyone who's going to be able to stop him, it's going to be Rixter.
Absolutely, yeah. Obviously, been playing very well since launch. Probably the best in Europe since launch.
Yeah, and I'd say pretty much inarguably. Probably top 3 or 5 players in Europe, also inarguably.
Absolutely, yeah. So we'll see how he deals with Lance. Peter's Lance. I haven't seen him play too much yet, so like I said, I'm interested to watch this. But Rix is my boy. I'm going to be a bit biased. Hope he wins.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. I'm yet to see Peter take a tournament, and he definitely deserves it, so I'll go against you. Nice little commentary commentary war going on, but I'm going to go with Peter. I want to see Peter finally take some names.
I'm excited. Let's go. Well, I mean, we need Peter to join the room first. But
yeah, we're going to have to wait on that one.
Blowing the hype down a bit.
Okay.
Well, correct to win by DQ.
Pretty sure we've got a while until we DQ, but yeah. Maybe. That could be an interesting spin on the match. But now that we've said it, it's probably going to happen. So, it's kind of cursed.
I mean, if it comes down, if we could just do the Just Meta instead. The classic.
Could do. I don't know. It's not Grands, though.
I mean, even though Rix was here.
Yeah, but it's not Grands,
just do it anyway.
There we go. Here he is.
Okay, yeah, got to save it for the big matches.
Yeah, right? If you're not going to coin flip Grands, what's the point?
Why are we doing coin flip tournament?
Unironically, though, it's been so long. Probably do it like in the downtime, because you know, basically, this is all lined up really nicely. But this season of Hearts of Blazing ends, and then I usually have a 2-week intermission after the season finales to decide games, etc. I've already decided it's Exard and Granblue for season 2. But during that 2-week downtime, there's stuff like CT and the patch hitting. And then 2 weeks after that, after everyone's gotten some time to get used to the patch, we go straight into season 2 of Granblue. So,
are you not going to host any tournaments like straight after the patch? You know, just for fun.
I mean, I'm interested in setting up. We talked about it a little bit before, but an exhibition where me and you act as coaches, and yeah, we basically just do the classic draft phase where we both pick players over the course of a week or so, and then we have them face up against each other 10v10. That'd be hella fun.
For sure. At least you need to get 10 players. Okay, easy.
I mean, yeah, or 5 players, you know, 5v5, 10 in total. Seems pretty feasible.
Yeah, 5 would be more reasonable for sure.
Asshole was directly into it, damn.
Oh, just side switch! The gimmicks! Let's go.
They're pointing out that this is indeed a preview for tomorrow. And so far, Peter's looking pretty good.
I mean, Rix was looking decent to start with, but, you know, Peter got in and then Lance stuff happens.
Ooh, speaking of Lance stuff, beautiful use of M-Racket to get in there.
Oh, anti-exit!
DP.
Big call out there.
I'm not sure if he had to use EXDP there, though. Is my only worry. That being on cooldown gives Lance a lot of opportunities to get in. He hasn't used anything to blame himself in, though. No, it's back up. That was a really interesting use of drill.
Oh, tried it, but it doesn't work.
Was a bit too late on the jump.
Oh, challenge, just mashing. Nice. Can't expect Lance too much.
Yeah, Cynical Shield earlier, the first of 10s tomorrow. Peter versus Rickster, and who was the other one? It also sounded hyper. Svamp and Venom, right?
Yeah, Svamp and Venom. It's going to be really good. Both sets should be amazing.
So yeah, make sure you drop him a follow and check it out tomorrow. When about is it tomorrow? 7 PM or?
No, I'm doing it earlier. It's about 3 PM UK time start.
Oh, yeah, so you don't clash with any potential ATC events.
Just normal lobby. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, it's usually ranked nights, but obviously with Season 2 being announced, the hype for ranked has died down a little bit, so we're giving it a little bit of hiatus whilst we wait for Blitz, which should be next week, I believe.
Okay.
And then when Blitz comes back around for next Saturday, we'll hopefully be running a, you know, big lobby night for Blitz, and getting everyone in the queue, having a bit of fun with that format until Season 2 plops around, and then I'm sure we'll be seeing people, hopefully, this time, hitting Masters. And hopefully the, you know, system changes, like it's an MMR system, or just something to make that ranked ladder a little bit more bearable. I don't know. We'll see.
And that's not rigging to get to Masters, like certain other countries have done.
We don't want to bring it up or anything, but NA, you're a whack.
Yeah. You know, just saying.
Another on... Yeah. Another on-hit punish.
I'm going to see that.
I mean, twice already, so... Looking pretty good.
It's very rare you... Oh, no, that's not punish, though.
In general, I feel like the fairies are all messing around a lot more. Oh, nice. Goes for same side. But the fairies are messing a lot more with drill. I know that Rickster was actually looking into it with Seiji not too long ago. And Breaker's always been down to use it, yeah. This is what I mean. You're always anticipating...
actually going low.
Yeah, I mean, 3 times. Not just once. We got 3 lows. But that's the thing, you're so known for going overhead 5 times in a row with the install. All you have to do is go low and get 3 hits every time. It's unblockable, man.
Yeah. Every top tier's got the unblockable. The Fairy unblockable, Zeta unblockable, Pogo low. Oh, just... Rick's mashing out really well between Lance pressure. That's about 4 times he's 5L'd out.
Just keeping his distance, I love this. You see people overextending into Lancelot when he's in the corner so often, and all that's going to end up with is you in the corner.
Yeah, you just get instant overhead jumps thing.
You're like, haha, I'm putting on the pressure, and then all of a sudden he instant overheads you, and all of a sudden I'm in the corner blocking. What happened there?
Exactly. You know, Lance is in the corner is where he's strongest, so don't let him give him air. Don't give him the situation.
At the same time, though, if you stand at a range where he doesn't get plus frames from his thrust, and he can't just, you know, wall jump out his way out of there, he really doesn't have the best options. But it's the second that you step forwards, just one too many steps. Big walkling, get out of there. Nice.
I mean, most characters can't do much about it, but Fairy obviously does have the range.
Yeah, she definitely has the reach. The thing is, though, is that I feel like most characters can just patiently sit at the range where there's not much that Lancelot can do. It's just they can't, you know, necessarily apply their own pressure. But positional advantage is really important in Granblue. As long as if you have a health lead, even more so. But this is looking pretty dangerous at the moment. Either at match point.
Yeah, Rixer's one solid hit of dying.
Oh, nice. Walks his way out of the corner, goes to the spot dodge, predicting the triangle jump.
Yo, good defense there by Rixer.
Yeah, very good defense. walk out. I'm not sure if it was like Dash OS, but regardless, it got him its way out of there, and then a lot of good calls afterwards.
Yeah, but he's still in the corner.
Oh no, this is gonna kill. No, it isn't. Go straight to the super. This is not gonna kill, surely. Very is squishy though. This is gonna do it, isn't it?
I mean, yeah, it looks like
Very
it.
HP comes in clutch. Peter moving on to win his finals. Any other character would have lived there.
Pretty short combo. Yeah, Lance's super doesn't only do too much because it has awful scaling, I think it is. But he comboed into it really early there.
It's bad base damage as well, though. It's less to do with the scaling poorly. It's just relatively low base damage as a result of it basically is one of the supers where no matter what happens, no matter what range, no matter what situation it hits on, whether it's easy input or regular input, it's always going to do full animation. As such, those supers tend to have lower average damage, and on top of that, obviously, a lot of Lancelot's combos are incredibly highly scaled because of the use of auto combo, multiple hits of Rekka, stuff like that, stuff that a lot of other characters don't typically have to deal with. But right there, we see him cleanly going into super as soon as possible against a character with a lower health bracket than most, and gets a kill.
Yeah, it's good awareness, you know, kept the combo short, so kept the scaling was down, so even with the lower base damage, it still kills. But apparently you're showing the wrong game, Che. Cat has pointed it out. I don't know if you saw. It says you're doing Granblue Fantasy, not Versus. Interesting. So playing the MOBA game, yeah.
I've been using the OBSS like built-in in preview at the moment, and it's been fucking with me a lot lately. I'm not gonna lie. It's automatically doing a lot of this stuff, and sometimes it'll say that I'm still streaming the game that I was, trying to stream the week prior, after I'd already changed it over, and now apparently it's put us on the automatically generated the wrong game. It was close though. It tried its best.
It's pretty close for sure. I don't know how it does that then.
I'm pretty sure it's just a text application you have open, and then it's, scans for a game on, what's it called, Twitch that matches. And obviously the first one they come across is Granblue, not Granblue Fantasy Versus. Either way, we changed that over, and hopefully people will be able to find it better now.
Alright, so next up we've got the number one Zilla down player, Swampin himself versus Nevia. Both these players have been invited to the first of 10 leagues. Both very good players.
I mean, yeah. There's definitely bottom 16, so.
When
Belial comes out, when Cagliostro comes out, terrible matchups, isn't it? Overall, going to put her pretty far down on the tier list now.
Yep, down to 18th.
Yep, gotta be. I mean, what can this character do, right? She doesn't have a DP.
Exactly, no DP. She's
her 2M is a plus. It's not, we're not Gran. They can't deal with cross-ups, You
reminded me of a post of someone on the Granblue Versus subreddit who's unironically making those points, and I'm just.
I mean, there was once upon a time a reality where I was genuinely asking for a lot of actual changes to, Zetta's kit, as a lot of things were just not adding up together, but no, it turns out all they needed to do was bring down the top tiers a little bit and give her some more usability changes, and turns out her kit's pretty much got a tool for every situation you could possibly want. Speaking of, hold this Pogo. Oh yeah, Nevia is famous for DPing Pogo as well. He doesn't, you tell him it's a safe jump, but he's not going to trust that it's a safe jump, He's not just going to assume that you're doing a safe jump. No, but what I'm saying is, you could definitely make it a safe jump. But what I'm saying is that even if something is known to be a safe jump, right, a safe jump situation, Nevia is not afraid to test you, to see if you're doing it properly. He'll just throw a DP into it. And it catches people, man. I've seen it in tournament as well. Doesn't happen a lot of people.
No one else is going to test it, right? So you don't really lab the safe jump too much, because who else is going to DP it?
You get a bit lenient right there. That wasn't a safe jump.
Yeah, I was going to say that second one looked a bit...
It was definitely a bit suspect. The first one was a bit too high up. Not enough. Tried to go into the M, follow up from the H stance, as it's the lowest recovery one, but still not enough, gets punished.
Oh, good block. One more hit. Okay, what's the Rekka mix up? Nothing. Oh, what was that?
That's what I'm talking about, man. I told you before the day's done, we'll see a Nevia DP. Deviant CPs, get that out of here, bro. Yeah, no, 100%. He intentionally DP'd there, trying to beat out the Laser. Why you wouldn't just predict forward roll? I have no clue, but again, it's what we've come to expect. It's beautiful stuff though, because for every failed one, he gets an inexplicable one that does connect. It's just like watching old Deviants.
Oh.
The comparisons are actually kind of gross. Except again, you'd never see a blue hair here. You'd always see blonde hair Jita.
I mean, you're definitely losing a lot of damage, and that adds up pretty quickly. Never getting the perfect.
7 golden letters.
Another one.
Yeah, I think that's a 6th, 7th.
Oh, I had a DB whiff. That's unfortunate.
Nice. Empty throw. What's next?
Oh,
Just the spot dodge, yeah. I know that Svampin's one of the few people that actually actively uses a anti-spot dodge OS for his pogos. But it's typically after one pogo already connects that he uses that. I believe he's one of the people using a walk back 5 heavy OS. I know that
I have no idea what OS is.
I know that Nico uses an OS where he uses EX Fireball. So you'd spot dodge his pogo and he just EX Fireballs. It's definitely interesting.
What, for like the wall bounce?
Yeah, it gives you a full combo, yeah.
Oh, nice. Actually sounds really deadly.
I mean, 5 heavy's a little bit more reliable. Gives you better combos, but...
Is it? I swear like EX Fireball has some like really ridiculous combo that I saw on Twitter. I don't know, maybe
I don't know, you can probably get all of the same combos from... What's it called? You can probably get all of the same combos from 5H, yeah, 5H starters. And that was a beautiful crosscut DP.
Yeah. There it is, the DP practice paying off right there. Just ready for it.
Navia, the DP specialist, man. Never afraid to press that button. And here we go. This is what we want to see. 50% corner carry from a non-counter hit 2H.
Chill DP.
To the VP.
Oh, 2 throws.
Empty low.
Oh, no, unblockable.
That's not empty low, it's instant low, pal. Yeah, that's not going to be it. He can't get enough meter.
Yeah, he didn't fight super because it's been that quick. Alright, now you're in a corner.
Not quite. He went full fireball.
Not quite,
Not Raki, you know?
Yeah, he slowed it down a bit.
Both of these characters definitely are the war criminals in terms of on-block corner carry. Have you ever blocked a Zeta going for a pogo in the air? Like, you know, they knock you down mid-screen and then they get the safe jump pogo. Have you ever blocked that before? 3 pogos into a button and you're genuinely like 40% screen covered just on block. It's kind of dumb, actually. That is one thing that I'll say that probably needs to be changed, is that there's a little bit too much pushback on block for these forward approaching moves like holding pogo, Zeta,
confirms!
Jita Wreckers, and yeah, one hit confirmed. Straight into the real SBA. Real SBA.
And look at the damage! One more hit! Oh, mashes out, nice.
That was a mash OS, I'm pretty sure. Regardless. Taking him again, all the way to the corner on block.
Yep, all the way.
All the way.
5L to corner.
I'm a Zeta down player with the best of them, but that is the one thing that I think, you know, I can understand people being a little bit annoyed about.
Especially in this game where corner means so much unless you're versus one.
Oh, especially if you're playing Zeta. Corner's everything. She's kind of like Ram, you know? One hit to get them to the corner, and then you run your game. Put them in that vortex. Beautiful. Yeah. Speaking of,
so that's
to the corner.
Well then.
Is this confirmed? Is this going to be dead? It's going to be tight.
Yeah, well,
no, it's not.
No, it's not.
Nice, gets all the blocks. But EX Wrecker. Okay. Match point. This is getting insanely tight.
I mean, it's what you expect from these players, right? Playing at the highest level. Both adapting to each other. Very different methods.
Don't see that very often. And now with EX Wrecker used up, I was going to say that it looked promising that Zampin might actually be able to get out, but afraid not. There we go.
Oh, there's a Wrecker back. Oh, straight to super.
Yeah, this is optimal. Only have DP up, but that's all Navia needs. Universal overhead.
I mean, Swampert was in this situation last time.
At chip point.
One hit.
It's
not
mind. Doesn't matter. Doesn't even matter. Just get to the point where chip is impactful. Gets hit by the final wrecker. All right. Well, Navia, he's on a roll as usual, making his way into finals up against Peter. Yeah, 2-0.
Wow.
Alright, so...
I thought him winning was quite possible, but 2-0 is a big statement.
Yeah, Naveer's really been on a roll lately, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, he's won the... Was it the previous one, or was it the one before that? Either way, he won a HAB relatively recently, and he's been popping off in a big way. You pretty much see him grinding more than, I'd say, anyone else at this point in EU. Always looking for matches.
I see a lot of stuff has slowed down, you know, players looking at other games, at least temporarily, while the games, you know, not at its highest, with Season 2 coming out soon.
Yeah, I mean, we're in a lull for interest for sure, but it's alright. We still have a lot of people trooping on in the lobbies, in ranked nights, in tournaments as well. But, moving on, we're going to be going into Losers Top 8. And Losers Top 8, our first match is going to be Dizzy, who is a Lowain player, which is going to make things a little bit interesting. Oh, well, no. You can only hope, you know.
Bring Dizzy to Granblue.
Wrong game.
That'd be so good.
But yeah, first match is... Why is this happening? Whenever I put an ad, it instantly fills in my name. Can you not?
And you just talking to yourself.
3 times. Apparently, it's trying to get me to contact myself. I'm not in top 8. I'm probably never going to make top 8 in one of my own events, alright? Calm down. Alright, so it's Dizzy versus Kiza. There we go. And then our second match is going to be Sanya up against Godflash. So, let's see how the two Narmaya players end up doing. It's going to be an interesting one for sure.
Yeah. Sanya hanging in there still, I see. It's one of the few names still sticking around. You know, a lot of the players that were, you know, just outside the top level have either, well, vanished from the scene or improved so much now top level. How's Sanya-chan doing these days?
Honestly, I haven't seen him that frequently.
Okay.
Like, he attends events from time to time, but it's been a while since we've seen him at top 8, I believe. But he's still doing his thing. Pretty sure he's still, I think if I remember correctly, his Charlotte's not as DP heavy as I was about to, you know, I was waiting for you to say it, but it's not as DP heavy as it used to be.
I was halfway through saying it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what he does. He DPs and supers and he wins games somehow. But apparently he's changed. I'm interested.
Yeah, he's slowed down a bit more from, if I remember correctly. It's been a long time, so... It's been a long time for me watching either of these players, actually. The last time I watched Dizzy play was in the team tournament at Gibbs, when he OCV'd Team Catalina.
Oh, that Lowain.
Yep, that Lowain.
Okay. That Lowain. Okay, yeah, let's go.
The top 3 OCV on my team, bro. Oh, it was tragic.
It was a good watch, at least. I enjoyed it.
Getting a bit ahead of myself. You talking about Sanya-chan so much, maybe put him in the scoreboard, but no, it's Trikiza. So, Lowain versus Narmaya. A really interesting matchup because both of them have the ability to do away with each other's special cancels. But for Narmaya, it's a little bit locked behind a stance, so it could be awkward. But she has one of the better answers to unblockables.
Narmaya's probably got a lot of tools to neutral in general like that. That's a pretty disgusting thing to have.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Prediction Protec. Okay. Now, we happen to be on the worst net play stage possible, but, you know, we'll see how this goes.
Yeah, it's definitely no grass stage, that's for sure.
Yeah, no, the grass stage is...
because the pyramid...
Oh, definitely the best net play stage. Surprised we don't see more of it.
Reactions? Oh, he gets caught.
I mean, that's the beautiful thing about Lowain. It's all fun and games until you get put up against HBA. It's either you know what you're doing against it, or you're smoked.
I mean, it's mostly reactions, but I feel like it's borderline impossible online.
You can actually deal with HVA relatively easily by utilizing pretty basic options like forward. Basically, you just forward roll the high, and you block low. You can also go for the approach of just forward rolling absolutely everything, but that's a little bit harder.
It shouldn't be the other way around because the low's a lot slower.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The other way around, sorry. And also, obviously, if you try to forward roll a low, you're just going to get bonked.
Yeah, so... Okay.
Oh, wait. We'll see if we can get a display of it here. Right,
yeah, so this is what I normally do. I just try to spot dodge the low, the slide, and just block high.
That's okay, yeah. So what you're supposed to do is spot dodge the low and forward roll the high. If you're so basically you're forward rolling on prediction of them pressing a button.
Oh, okay.
And you can pretty much time out the entirety of it. The one thing that you never want to do against it's been a while since I played against Lil Wayne, man. But the one thing you never want to do is jump. You get hit by the anti-air, you're going to get hit by it 4 or 5 times. Into the finisher.
Yeah, that's not ideal.
But that's the first thing a lot of people try to do, right?
Yeah, I think it's like, obviously, you know, you see this guy on the ground, big pyramid, so I just fucking jump over him.
I don't want to deal with this shit right now, I'm just going to jump.
Oh, he's not dealing with this shit, though. This could be dead.
Yep.
Pyramid's out again. Blocking it.
Chip.
Yep, that adds up pretty fast.
And that's the real value, again, is that if you're not utilizing stuff like spot dodge and forward roll, HPA does a phenomenal amount of chip.
Yeah. You know, it's not normally... you know, supers aren't really guaranteed damage like everyone else's, but if you're at like a certain level, you're basically just dead, right? Both your supers like that. You're going to take some shit through them.
I mean, Brickster, you're in the chat. Let us know. How do you deal with HPA? Give us the facts. Give us all the knowledge.
Well, I do think, you know, online is actually making it stronger, because if you can react to the slides, you're never going to take any hit.
Especially on this map, I mean. Come on.
Oh, he got spot dodges. Let's go, he's alive. Okay, got the corner. This could be it.
We've seen Trikisa go for a lot of weird resets there.
Alright. Okay, good block. And minus. He can counter that with super, I think, and would have killed.
Yeah, he could also didn't DP. There's a lot of ways that he could actually be punishing it directly. But doesn't, and Dizzy getting the dub. Not one, but 2. Christ, that was so fast. Yeah, Lil Wayne moving into top 6. Next up, we're gonna have Tanya-chan, actually Tanya-chan, up against God Flash Thunder, which is you know, the second attempt for Amaya.
I just realised we only have one shoulder character in the entire top 8. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, honestly,
Cheetah's pretty much everywhere. They're the best characters. But
Cheetah's pretty much everywhere, but the real question mark, in terms of, you know, the big missing gaps at the moment, is Percival players. We have quite a few Percival players in EU, but a lot of them are one of not playing online, or not playing at all. So, we don't actually see arguably the strongest character, nearly at all, in EU Granblue. Like, really ever. Citizen turns up sometimes, trying to support the scene, but other than that, luckily Citizen is the best when it comes to EU Percival. But it's really been a long time since we've seen the absolute army of them. Well, that's the thing. Before Percival was good, Percival was everywhere. But now Percival is good, everyone's disappeared.
A lot of them kind of dropped the game, I think. I'm not sure. Maybe it was because he's too strong, you know. Dishonourable fighting such a strong character. But more probably it's just, you know, just lack of interest, and I know a lot of them just dislike online play. Like you mentioned, they're not playing online. I know Citizen has problems with certain players.
Citizen doesn't like playing online. Dai, Xerox, these players all don't like playing online.
Yeah. I mean, no one likes playing online, let's be honest. But
yeah, no, but I mean, more so than the average person.
Absolutely, yeah. People do have different tolerances. Alright, so this game, you know, Sunny-chan has a life deficit, but he does have the corner position. Is he being chipped out? Oh, there we go. You saw me slow down! What are you on about? Like, the first chance, first ball block straight into super. That's Sunny-chan.
I mean, yeah. I don't know, man. There's Charlotta players. At the end of the day, the name of the game for Charlotta is Be Unpredictable Unga Potato.
That's a nice way of summing it up, actually.
Or, you know, the words in some variation. Speaking of,
okay.
Random neutral demon flip into the overhead. 2M, let's go.
That's minus, but Charlotte don't care.
I mean, you always have the threat of the DP, right? For them to worry about, so... What are plus frames? I just
exactly, yeah. I mean, Sunny-chan showed last time where you don't always just press the button. Especially when you have super.
Vessel over connects, gets hit by the 5, I think. Hopefully in the favour of God Flash, but if there's one thing that holds true, especially with your back to the corner, up against... What?
He's
Okay.
2L the dash?
I mean,
Oh, it's
I
gonna
guess
kill.
that's the... Yeah,
oh
this
my
is dead.
god, what robbery!
But, like, I guess that's one way of dealing with people trying to cheat your way into the corner, you know? You're walking forward, so you can't be holding guard buttons. So then Almaya, they're thinking, here it is, the command dash. It's my time. But in reality,
No.
if you're matching 2L randomly for no reason when it's out of range...
Believe in victory.
I mean, I guess if it's a hard call out for it, right?
Genius.
It's not just some random thing. It was actually a smart play by Sanya-chan.
Like, if your little legs can't reach
Recognise
them,
them.
you just have to have them come to you.
Exactly. Just walking to my swords. Alright, let's go. Sanya-chan looking really good here. Jump back for some reason. Alright, Demon flips in, pressure. Blocked out. Oh, clash, okay.
Completely fearless of the DP. Let's go, Sanya. Overhead, nice. Okay, good anti-air, kind of hit.
Guess
Like,
tech again?
now Maya has some really good anti-airs, but like a lot of her tools, it's locked behind a stance.
Another guess tech. Right, Sanya-chan is going to get hit by a counter overhead soon.
Yeah, I would
Oh, wait,
agree,
maybe not.
but I don't really see Godflash tend to go for those sorts of callouts. He's usually a lot more of a kind of intentional, kind of clean player, if you know what I mean.
Battle 2.
So even though we're noticing from the spectator perspective that Sanya really isn't doing a lot of offensive OSs, you know, he's doing a lot of guesses that could be opened up. Godflash likes to keep things a little bit more clean.
Yeah, it's unfortunate though, because you need to like obviously mix up your offense, keep them off guard.
It's not the easiest
Otherwise
thing
you're
to
going to get run over like
recognize.
this.
From
Absolutely
like
not,
an
especially when
actual
you're
player's
dealing with
perspective.
dealing with a child that's running in you.
Correctly identifying and adapting to someone's defensive habits is really important in Granblue, and how quickly certain players can adapt to it, it really sets them apart from the other players. I could say at this point, even the tier 2 players are really good fundamentally, and they have their confirms down, they're just very solid players. But what really matters once we get above that point is how quickly you adapt to certain scenarios. Like players like Richter, Svampen, etc., they're so versatile, they adapt very quickly.
Exactly, especially in this game where, you know, 2 hits can basically cost you the game. In the first 2 setting, you need to be adapting as soon as possible. You know, don't let opportunities go to waste. Oh,
I know it. You say that, bro, but
okay.
the amount of counter hit universal overheads I've seen you land, my guy. I've been hit by, for that matter. I'm not saying you're not intentional, you've got a head on your shoulders, there's no doubt about that, but there's definitely some randomness to your play. For better or for worse, I mean, to be honest, it's looking like a pretty good thing at the moment. How do you anticipate someone when... yeah, right? That's how you describe Deviance's play back in the day. It was like controlled chaos, and I definitely think that Nivea has adopted that banner. Always makes for an interesting matches to watch, at the very least.
Actually, yeah, I love watching it. You know, Deviance apparently toned it down, so that's disappointing to hear, but...
I mean, he's toned it down, but it's still Deviance. How much can you tone it down? You still see him, like, very regularly doing walk-up, gets them all the way to the corner, and then he just starts charging right at them in the corner. Just charging it up, you know? Think we can get away with. And that's kind of, like, we're so used to Deviance DPs, that now he's adopted this new mantle of, yeah, I'm just going to charge H-Destroy and see how that goes. And, you know, surprisingly, works quite a lot. It's kind of annoying.
Oh.
he gets hit quite frequently.
Oh dear. You know, who said this was a game about solid fundamentals and balanced play?
Couldn't be me.
We got gimmicks here. Alright, so now we have Svampen versus... who was it?
Dizzy. Got their asses in here quite fast.
Okay. So I imagine this isn't good for Luane, right? Although, can he just parry the pogo mix-up?
Yeah, he has some interesting and
right?
unique interactions that he can, you know, he can run away quite a bit in certain situations. The only issue is that all that she really has to do is regular pressure. She doesn't need pogos, she doesn't need safe jumps really that much against Luane. Because once you get him into like range 1 and 2 when you're on the ground, what's he going to do? Honestly. Like, Levine has surprisingly good footsies, but specifically how it matches up into the ranges that Zeta likes to sit, you know, around 2M, far M, it's not the best. And if you try to jump, his jump arc is actually relatively bad, so you're going to get hit by the 2H quite often. Yeah, I don't know, this matchup used to be considered 7-3, like when Zeta was considered really bad at the game. So, I think people have grown a little bit more acclimated in general. I'd say it still pretty heavily favors Zeta, but I think there aren't that many 7-3 matchups in the game, but this could very well potentially still be one of them. I mean, I don't see many positions on the screen where Lewayne can win, but that's the beautiful thing about Lewayne players. They don't give a shit about any of that stuff. They just call in their bros. Call in Yiggy.
And yeah, instantly running full screen, and then run up and jump, okay.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta be random in this
easily anti-aired.
There's not a single...
no, it's just a bait to get you into the corner.
There's not a single situation where you can feel that comfortable on the screen, so just fuck it. Go mad. Party.
Let's go. Oh, just out of range, but it jumps over the 2U. That's nice. Alright, Swampert gets caught doing something. Now, pyramid time. Can he deal with it?
Oh, no.
How does Parry deal with pyramids?
Not that well at all. You get guard point, but it's basically just a timer until you're gonna get hit. The one thing that you would think is that, oh yeah, he doesn't have the best cross-up protection, but it's so predictable from the stance. All he has to do is wait, or go for the anti-ab when you go for the H follow-up. So yeah, it's not the best. But at the end of the day, it is HVA. It's definitely dealable if you know what you're doing.
Oh, getting just 2M to death right here, and 2Us for
yeah, which again, that's exactly what you'd expect in this matchup. Just a lot of 2M.
Privilege button's nice.
Yeah,
and 2H, yep, like you
jump
said.
arc, really not that great. It's gonna be dead. Tying it up.
That was quick.
That was quick.
Thank you, something. So momentum, you know, Dizzy's, you know, doesn't have the characters that can deal with it too well. But
I mean, yeah, the whole point
he had the
of
momentum
Lewayne,
this time.
Exactly, the whole point of Lewayne is that your tools aren't necessarily the best, and they're not necessarily the most real, if you know what I mean. But you know, once we're in offline, it's basically ride or die, make the game as chaotic as possible so they can't react to what's going on, or die. And I feel like that's what we're seeing from Dizzy here at the moment. Beautiful jump there, though.
Alright.
Throwing the stance.
Throws him away, though.
And then, yeah, second throw. Fundies from a Lewayne
player. This is
player.
actually one hit of winning this.
Yeah, it's gonna. Well, the thing is that it's very hard for Lewayne to confirm into SBA like other characters.
Oh my god, it's got it. No, it doesn't kill.
No, again, it's not as easy as other characters, man. You can't confirm into SBA very easily, especially mid-screen. So, whilst for most characters, it'd definitely be one-hit situation, right? Not necessarily for Lewayne. He basically has one special that can be used to confirm, which is Awesome Sauce, and other than that...
Yeah. Once it's down, it's like half a character. It is such a huge part of this kit. But I figured with Pyramid up, like one hit would have been enough, but even that wasn't quite enough damage. But in the end, he took the game. Let's see how Swampert deals with him.
Dizzy is definitely solid, man. Probably one of the better low-aim players. I mean, we had, what's her name? Yeah. There was Yamabiko. Yamabiko was a really good low-aim player as well. Has since passed on to other games. Rest in peace, like most of the Granblue players. But, definitely a lot of solid brand. Like, we still have people like Rixter and Padu with inexplicably good Lewaynes. So this character has an unfair amount of representation.
Oh, he kills!
Wow.
He's gonna win. I mean, Swampert doing so well with Iggy until we tried to be clever.
I mean, but that's all you need, right? Early. That's the thing about Iggy, is that in a vacuum, all of Iggy's follow-ups, they're reactable, right? You can deal with pretty much all of them with basic flowcharts, but all it takes is him getting you in a situation where you've got to panic, like walking you towards the corner with Iggy, and one mistake and it can really cost you.
Oh. He's angry now again.
Yeah, this is looking like a vortex.
And there we go. Unlockable.
The thing is, though, is that this is the situation we saw before. Swampert biting back in the second round. But ultimately, the match coming over to Dizzy, so... If we want this set to look any different, we're going to have to see... Yeah, this is what we want to see. Lots of laser. Again, Lewayne does not have the best jump arc to deal with laser, especially because if she predicts it, It's gonna get twitched.
Absolutely. But, you know, it doesn't matter if you get put in a corner. Oh, wait, we're getting freeze, or that just me?
No, pogos are not
that was me.
parry safe.
Dizzy's about to win this. We're going to see
Definitely
pyramid.
could happen.
Do we even need pyramid?
Yeah. Run back, HBA.
He's not using it. It's up. Alright, you need a perfect defense here.
Nah,
Even
gets
Chip
the
can.
overhead.
No, he takes it. Dizzy going on a rampage.
Yeah, I mean, specifically, by the way, Nivea, what we saw there was a really low JL from Svampin, specifically catered to beat out stance from Lewin and his parry. But ultimately, it doesn't matter. I know that Svampin said he was tired going into this tournament, and Lewin is definitely a character where you have to be on your toes. Get robbed by an inch, he'll take a mile. Really will.
Wow. Where's that leave the bracket then?
It means that now we've got Rickster versus Sanya-chan in losers, which means we might actually see more Lewin.
Oh, more Lewin! Yeah, Rickster, you know, really doesn't like the Ferry Charlotta matchup. If you somehow weren't aware of that fact, he's actually decided the best character for it is Lewin, apparently.
It's not the best character for it, but it's his best character for it. I mean, this guy's famous, you know? I forget what was Rickster's alt name? Number 1 Lewin or something?
English Lewin. And
Yeah.
English Dub Lewin.
The English dub Lewin, that was it. I'm hoping we'll see some English dub Lewin.
I think he won a tournament with it, one of Moss's ones. It was either him or Padu. They both decided to play Lewin.
Yeah, no, it was
Lewin
Padu.
Mirror Grand Final.
Yeah, it was Padu.
Okay.
Padu won the Lewin Mirror Frio, and then they moved on to playing their mains after the reset, which Padu also won.
Okay.
So, you know, I believe Navir was also asking about that earlier, so there you go, there's some EU Granblue lore. The grand finals that was pure Lewin. It was a fight to decide who the greatest EU Lewin was. Obviously, I think people like Dizzy I want to throw their hat in, but Padu pretty much resoundingly won that one. Rose before hose, man. Who is this guy?
Padu's still my character too, just saying. It's like Vasaraga. I beat his Vasaraga, and he switches to Matera. Well, he switched to Matera first to beat me, like on his like day 0 Matera.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that.
Then he switched back to Vasaraga and started beating him. So it's like, oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure you were the reason that he picked up Matera, if I remember correctly.
I think it's the law, pretty much.
All right, but let's see.
Okay, so more Lewin, guys. Yes,
more Lewin. English dub Lewin against Sanya-chan Charlotta. This is a matchup as old as time. I'm pretty sure that Sanya... no, it was like Ganaigan and Space that Rickster started to really get frustrated against the Charlotta Ferry matchup. But regardless, we're here, boys. Golden Lewin.
Alright, let's see if Sanya-chan knows the matchup.
I mean, you know, there's an extent to what you can
Probably
know.
doesn't matter, he's just gonna do Sanya-chan things.
I mean, it's a little gremlin getting the...
Oh, it's gonna kill.
Demon flip
It's
throw.
gonna, I mean, not kill.
That was a predict throw from
it.
Rickster. But unfortunately, you can't, you know, you can't take a demon flip. That was
that
a
is just
pretty
brutal.
handy round.
Sanya-chan just not holding back, just holding forwards. Sometimes pressing some other buttons.
This should be English
that's
dub,
not
by the way,
ideal
boys. But I've ruined the lore because I've got the Japanese voice mod installed.
You've hacked the game.
Yep. Don't tell the bot. Don't tell the. What's it called? The developer's voice. Access will take away my license.
Get a second game? Okay.
Stagey realizing, wait a second, that's not English dub, Lewin. I'm like, yeah, no, my bad, guys, my bad.
Somehow didn't realise. To be fair, he's not fighting Rickster's full power then, is he? This is...
No, I've taken that away from him. Here we go,
This
Iggy.
is a tournament.
Here's the test, though.
How's Sanya-chan do with it?
Nope.
I mean,
Nope.
Oh, there we go. He's got the spot dodge. Super?
No
No, like he could
DP.
have super for that last
Yeah.
hit.
I mean, he could have supered. He could have done a super or a DP off of the parry as well. But the real interesting question comes in now. Robbed of his power, is Rickster... Yeah, he's going to move it to parry. And this isn't a
Is he going to
huge
leave?
surprise.
Why don't you remake the room and fix the game? Because I think he's within his right to. He's been robbed of his power. I wonder if he even noticed it wasn't English dub. He seems happy in chat.
Alright, Dizzy, I'm going to allow that. AutoMod has decided that your comment was racist. Try and leave out the A, but yeah, that's a good comment, bro. English dub Luane versus Japanese Luane is a 6-4 matchup to English dub Luane. It's true.
I mean, yeah, it's just undeniably more powerful.
Yeah,
English
I mean,
dub seems to be...
Battle 1.
what's more powerful than
Yes, sir.
But back to the curse matchup.
Maybe Charlotte's more powerful. That's
The
one
thing is,
thing.
the thing is about this matchup is that it was 2 weeks ago, I believe, that it was Gumius in the finals, and they played earlier, and Rickster knocked him into losers with his Luane in the Charlotta matchup. Because if you weren't aware, by the way, Gumius has also picked up Charlotta for the Fairy matchup.
What?
So
Oh,
you know,
okay, that makes sense.
So then
That makes sense, yeah.
Gumius swapped over to Charlotta, and in response, Rickster swapped over to his Luane. And then in the actual grand final set, where there was the run back, Rickster just stuck with his Furry and ended up winning that as well. So, whilst it's definitely true that he doesn't enjoy the Charlotta matchup, you still have to get in as the little potato. It's easier said than done.
I mean, yeah. But yeah, having Charlotte as a side character is a bit different though, isn't it? To like
Oh,
fighting
yeah.
someone who's been main...
The same one, yeah. Nice! Beautiful
Good
stuff.
check.
I mean, honestly, people that use Demon Flip in neutral situations are psychos. So I'm glad to see it finally getting shut down. But
mean,
one more
so
touch
good,
for either
though.
player. I mean, it's not good. Any character can on-reaction over it. What's good? Any character can, like, on-reaction anti-air it. There's no real question about
No,
it.
it seems risky.
Too risky.
Online, like, I don't know, man.
Ah,
It's risky. Oh, that's also risky.
speaking
Why
of
are you pressing
risk.
buttons? You're not allowed to press buttons when Charlotte's got ball up.
The thing is that if you went for either of the other balls, 5 heavy would have beaten it. For example, EX ball. But using the M1, which again is the riskier Blanca ball to throw out, but working out for Sanya.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got higher, was it clash level, or whatever it's called?
Yeah, much
so it
higher
goes through
clash
normals,
level.
but it is punched in one block.
Wow, only by specific characters, but Ferry is definitely one of them.
Yeah. Yeah, Fairy idea weirdly can punish a lot of Charlotte stuff that other characters can't, like a supers too.
Yeah, I mean, her
Most
supers are
characters really-
awkward to punish, but most there are certain characters that just can't punish Charlotte SSBA. But a lot of characters just have an awkward time punishing her SSBA, her DPs, etc. It can be a real pain in the ass. Especially if you don't have your own super available.
Yep, absolutely. But oh, Demon Flip block, good. It jumps back. Was that intentional? Can't have been, right?
Nah, couldn't have been. I've no idea what he was going
Yeah, so
for, but
it's
super
all-
jump back JL probably wasn't it. Paul?
Oh no, you didn't just say Pog on chat, did you?
Hell yeah! I say it in real life all the time, man.
Oh no, don't infect me with that. It's a virus.
I mean, honestly, it is. The amount of girls that I've, hung around with, and then over time they just slowly get, adopt Pog into their vernacular. I've ruined quite a few people, Cynical, I really have.
I need to escape, guys. Let's get this tournament wrapped up quickly. Yeah, Frick is trying to do that right now.
Hey, there's also a lot of guys who I've
Funny.
introduced Pog to. For example, Maka, he was an innocent kid. He was well enough, but now he says Pog pretty much every day. That's me.
Oh no. Remember, kids, never Pog once. Oh,
I mean-
he drops a combo?
So full of hope. I've ruined him. His FGC career over before it even started.
Absolutely.
Nice, beautiful. That's what we want to see.
Especially
So
the,
right there, the 5 heavy beating out the L Blanca ball, and that's what he was going for at the end of that last round. But Sanya-chan, if there's any,
Yeah, Sunny.
Charlotte player that has big balls, it's gonna be
Sanya-chan.
Sanya.
Yeah, Sunny trying to dodge it straight after. Did the light blanket ball short so he could whiff punish with DP. Genius.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Now he's
pretty
one
much
hit
every
winning.
Charlotte does that, and it fucks me off to no end. Because why is there no recovery on Blanca ball? Why are they effectively plus if they whiff Blanca ball? It's so gross.
Because that's how Granblue's played.
Beta
You have block
characters, you know.
privilege and the,
If you're a beta
obviously like
character, you
Granblue,
have no recovery. Come on, man. Beautiful. That dash forward to make sure that he doesn't get camera scummed there with the ETG into SBA. Beautiful. That's
Oh
what it is, isn't
no!
it?
Did he just do it? It's gonna work. No.
No, it gets blocked. No,
It's a
huge
block.
punish.
It didn't
7
gonna
seconds on the clock.
punish him.
DP'd. Sanya-chan knocking
Oh
Rickster
my
out of the bracket, and we are going to be seeing
God.
anti-Charlotta tweets tonight, boys.
I have no words. Rix will drop the punish, so, you know.
Rix is going to have some words, that's for sure.
For once, he can only blame himself, I think. He did drop the punish. That would have been the end of the round. And then he ended up paying the price. But, you know, that's not going to make him feel any less salty, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. But Sanya-chan doing a phenomenal job. It's been a while since I've seen him in tournaments, and he's made it all the way to top 4. At top 4 is Peter, Navir, Dizzy, and Sanya-chan. At this point, once you start getting towards top 4, you actually get quite a lot of placement points towards the season finale, which, speaking of, shield time. If you guys haven't already, check out the match arena. It takes 2 seconds. Sign in with any account. You know, you got Twitch, you got a Twitter, you got a Discord, you got something like that. Drop in the code HAB Season 1 GB to donate 50 cents to the bracket for free, and that money is basically going directly into the pockets of the people who hit top 3. So, support you, Granblue. Takes a second. The date up here is actually wrong. We ended up swapping it around with the Melty finals, because otherwise we were literally going to be playing like 3 days after Season 2 patch hits. God knows what that Granblue is going to look like.
That'd be hilarious. Just huge major changes with money on the line. I like it.
I believe it's like the
no.
13th. I don't remember. Either way. We've got all the brackets here so I can check. It is on the 18th of September. So I'll change that over. With that said,
running for the top 8 then?
Top 8 at the moment. Wow, it's top 16 that get put into the event. But if I check out the placements real quickly here. First through 4th, we have Deviants, Navir, Gumius, and Rixter, sporting 10 points. Each of them, I believe, winning an event. Then we have Miriam Mick, the, Zeta Guard. It's getting 6 points each. Breaker and Zeiji in 7th and 8th with 5 points each. Tomorrow coming in at 9th with 4 points. We don't see Tomorrow around lately. It's kind of sad, but he attended so frequently that got a pretty strong placement. 10th and 11th, we have Peter and Svampen, 2 classic players that are really starting to put themselves on the board right now. We're seeing Peter on the winner's side of top 4. We also then have Sumpfaug, Nico, and Sanya-chan with 2 points. And then Godflash Thunder, Bonzi, Arafu, Sonic-san, Vivir, and Dezards with 1 point in 13th through 18th. That's where it really starts to heat up, around the 1 point mark.
So you're saying I should come play next time and just grab the last spot by winning?
If you win, you're definitely going to get that last slot, Profit.
Alright, I'm coming for it.
And thank you so much for the follow.
Not playing?
Is he? Yeah, what's going on? I mean, a lot of them probably are playing, if we're honest. A lot of the viewers at this point probably are people who were in the bracket. But, only time will tell. But, Dizzy up against Sanya-chan.
This is not the losers finals expecting, or losers semis I was expecting. Should be interesting, to say the least. Yeah,
I mean, I'm not going to lie. Looking at the original bracket, which, take a quick look. We saw our top 8. We saw all of them moving into winners' quarters. And, I was pretty happy with that. But then you go over to top 4, and we have Peter Navir in winners' finals. And down in losers semis, we have Dizzy Sanya. With the likes of Rixter and Svampen getting knocked out in top 6. That's no one could have called.
Yeah, Sanya beat Godflash Thunder as well, which is a big one, and Breaker. These are some big names he's taken out.
Sanya's taken out all the big names.
I mean, 2 of them are fairies, admittedly, but...
Yeah, we don't talk about that, though.
But you still need to beat them, which is easier said than done.
Both of them are prior tournament winners in this season as well, both of the fairies. So it's not the easiest time, but this is where your medal's really going to be put to the test. Gremlin against... Let's just go with Tool Gremlin. That's basically what Lowain is. And who can Unger out the most here? One of them, because both of these players, we've seen how they play. I'd actually say that, weirdly, in this matchup, we might be seeing Dizzy and his Lowain being more fundamentals-based. Don't see that very often.
Yeah, I mean, versus Sanya-chan, I think I'll have to agree. I mean, one tool Lowain does have this matchup is being able to parry blanker balls on reaction. If Sanya-chan doesn't throw them short, at least.
Which is definitely a risky thing to do.
Yeah.
There we go. EX blanker ball on the summon.
Summons are not safe.
All the way to the corner, we're going to see a demon flip here. Yep. As expected, gets the boss frame, takes the throw. Nice!
Ooh,
beautiful mash. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Visually confusing. Both of these characters have very shallow jump arcs. weird to look at sometimes.
I really hate nothing more than Charlotte's. Nothing I hate more in this game than Charlotte's jump arc. But Dizzy's called out. Let's see if Sandy-chan knows how to deal with it.
I just haven't pressed the update button.
Does have the life to deal with it.
He's getting hit though so many times. Is he gonna get the punish? No.
Are you gonna punish? No, just a bit late. Alright, one hit. Throw? Yes, there we go. Somehow knew that was coming. Empty jump throw. You don't see it very often in this game because you know you've got fuzzy match, etc. that can deal with it. Oh, good call out down to you. Right into the corner. Escapes again by just jumping out. Dizzy's getting a lot of mileage for that.
And now what's the setup? Yes, there we go. We see it. The parry. Another wonderful inclusion of characters that can shut down his unblockables.
Yeah. Oh, he confirms the light super. Sandy-chan takes it.
Oh no.
Yeah, the thing is with Loane, you know, he's very good if he gets you in the corner and gets going, but if you get out then, he suddenly has nothing again.
I mean,
it's like Loane needs to play perfectly.
Mechanic Iggy was really unfortunate, because he happened to pull in Iggy when Sanya-chan went for like some random jump or super jump in the corner. That could have been a conversion into SBA. But unfortunately, it already confirmed into Iggy, so this is the first round, and then we saw what happened there. Sanya being pretty dominant in the next one.
And it's Dizzy's just trying to create some space, but you can't do that versus Sandy-chan. He's just sticking on you like a sticky thing.
I mean, yeah, a little sticky gremlin. And you can definitely imagine this. He's been in the juice boxes. Her hands are riddled with it, man. Sticky fingers.
Oh, right, did you try and play fundamentals though, like you said? But bringing in the summons, they aren't working at all, even when he does get them out. Sandy-chan just jumps over it.
Knocked down. Weird setup with a regular demon flip.
I'm not saying Dizzy could use parry at all, I feel like it's a good option versus...
The thing is that right there, you see all the staggers, right? The issue is, that if you parry there, all that's going to happen is you're going to get DP'd.
If they react, which most people definitely don't, but it doesn't matter in the end. It's over.
On paper, they really should just DP, but a lot of the time they're not actually getting it. A lot of them spot dodge correctly, but none of them are DPing it. But with that said, Sanya-chan takes all of Dizzy's Capri Suns, moving forward into top 3. And Dizzy, sadly, getting knocked out of top 4. Still, phenomenal showing, but Sanya-chan is on a roll.
Killing everyone out here. So, have Peter and Neville won before? I think Neville has once, right?
Yeah, he won a couple of weeks ago, and yeah, Peter hasn't won anything in a while.
Alright, so we've got 3 people left. 2 of them haven't won it before, so we could be seeing a new winner. But we'll see.
Just letting you all know that this is a first to 3 now. As we enter into our top 3, every single match is going to be a first to 3. But Peter versus Navia, this is interesting because I believe they played in one of the HABs recently, and I believe it went in favor of Navia. I can't say for sure though.
Apparently, it's tomorrow. Oh, wait, maybe they're talking about something else.
Yeah, I have no idea what they'd be talking about. But regardless, Navia up against Peter is going to be an interesting match. Both of them, like, at this point, all 3 of these players have been taking out genuinely pretty big names. Like, we saw Rickster being, sent down into losers by Peter. Navia taking out the likes of Svampen. This is, I mean, pretty much all the players here. Like, we've got Peter beating out Rickster, right? And we have Navia beating out Svampen. Sanya-chan has beaten both of those players, so... What I'm saying is, I'm kind of rooting for Sanya right now. I don't know. Yeah. I can see it. He's taking out all the names.
Obviously, unfortunately, it's not quite how it works. He's obviously got a long way to go before he can take this tournament, especially being in losers.
Yeah, I mean, he's also got to beat absolutely everyone who's above him, but we ignore that.
But he can do it. You know, if you can beat Rickster in his worst matchup, you can probably beat Peter and Neville. Alright, sitting down, let's go.
Rocking the Lowane avatar as well. Oh,
yeah, a bit misleading there. Something's wrong.
Wrong.
Something is wrong, guys.
This isn't set up, boys.
Wrong fuck. Is that what he wanted to change? He just wanted to change to Jita.
There you go.
The avatar. Okay.
God damn it.
Yep.
I knew something was afoot. The second I saw the Luane as the avatar, I was like, something's going on here. Maybe he's paying homage to it. Nah, he just wanted to put on a little pantomime about Luane being dead, boys. Luane's out of the bracket. Doesn't have to deal with him anymore.
In chat.
F here.
Alright, let's see how this matchup goes. I don't think I've even seen this matchup actually, because I haven't seen really any real lances since GT was released, other than Zane.
Battle 1. Engage.
Right, never with the fish, obviously. Yeah, only a weapon that is allowed. Oh,
Nice,
scratches, that's a good button.
No conversion now.
Drops it.
End up dropping it, yeah. A little bit
Yeah.
too delayed.
Not quite ideal. But he escapes the Peter's pressure pretty effectively, just backs off.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, the main way that you're going to get opened up by Lance pressure is being a little bit too respectful and having him throw you, or being not respectful enough and having him frame trap you. But so long as you're sitting ready with that DP, it's not the scariest thing.
I mean, he also does have ways to open up, like empty jump low, double overhead.
I mean, yeah, we ignore all of that stuff, you know. It's just Rekka pressure, bro.
Ooh.
Fuck it.
If Peter just walking back, gets caught low, and he's gonna pay for it.
SSBA with
That's
the
up
fish.
to you.
Ah, that's it. That's what I need as an emo. I need the fish.
Okay, that's a good goal. I like it.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna make the fish.
Battle 2.
That's it.
Especially with all the Jitas, because every Jita player, like, no matter what region you're in, every Jita player, without fail, is using the fish.
I mean, you have to use it. It's
You have to.
tournament
It's obligatory.
standard.
Doesn't matter if you're rocking Golf Jita, McDonald's Jita, regular Jita. Got the fish.
Oh, what's McDonald's cheater? If you want to know.
The one, she's like red, but it's specifically a reference to the McDonald's promotion they did in Granblue Fantasy. Like, legitimately, McDonald's Jita.
Damn corporate's ruining my game. The authenticity gone.
I don't see anybody saying Jita has a bad to you. Shit's busted. The only reason it isn't as good as Grand's is because you don't have Grand's SSBA.
Man, that's actually disgusting.
I mean,
It's chip.
You also don't low profile as much as Grand does. But he lands on the fireball. That's not what you want.
Battle 3. Engage.
Yeah, it's not really good for your health. You want to land on solid ground rather than the projectiles. As a general, but this is a good start though.
Beautiful.
But no, never mind. Sorry, I forgot who he's playing versus.
Hey man,
Lance.
it's Lancelot. You walk into the corner. You're getting a bit too close there. But at the same time, if we just think about this for a second, if all that Nvidia really had to do there was take a couple of steps back and do fireball RPS, and it would have forced Lancelot into a situation where he'd have to jump or go for a risky thrust or something in that nature, and he wouldn't have had to eat the unseeable cross up into death.
Oh god. Momentum is the key word, right, in this game. And that's pure momentum. You get Lance in a corner, but then you're in a corner, and then suddenly it was just over. Peter just went on a rampage. But the one thing you gotta watch out for, doing the fireball pressure like you said, is Lance's 2U's pretty good at beating that, I believe.
Yeah, look,
I'm not sure about Peter's
the
fireball.
issue is that, no, it doesn't beat Jita's fireball.
Oh, okay.
Especially not charge fireball. Charge fireball actually gets thicker.
Alright, good think.
Oh,
Punished.
beautiful.
Nice.
Easy input.
Yeah, recognizing it wasn't safe. I mean, it's gonna kill.
Yeah, for sure.
Why risk it?
But I think this is the first easy input we've seen from him in this tournament. Even the ones that were guaranteed to kill before, they were, nice, clean.
Battle 2.
236, 236.
Anyone else guaranteed to kill before, except the one that was literally just only the first hit.
Yeah, it was like the first SBA he did.
But
Ice blocks all of it, gets the
normally
punish.
he's...
Beautiful
good anti-air.
This is gonna hurt. Oh my lord, this is gonna hurt.
Combo limit. Unfortunately kicking in, because obviously the combo started in the air.
I mean, yeah, he was supposed to...
Picking up.
He was supposed to go into DP or 2U there, but oh well, regardless. Getting a significant chunk of damage, one more guess.
He's
hit by
gonna
the
lose
low.
this.
SSBA connects, is that death? That should be death, right?
I don't know. Lance Germany does less.
It's
than
Lance!
his
Oh,
SSBA.
it's Lance is so weak, bro.
Now you got Chip though, EX.
Lance bottom
kill?
6
That will.
gets the EX teleport. I'm telling you, bro,
Kill
Lance
him
bottom
there.
tier. The supers do no damage, bro. How's he supposed to kill?
Death
I
by
never
1,000
seen.
cuts.
Against an uncharged fireball, Lancelot can 2U underneath it, but then the whole point of the RPS is giving power to Gia just going ahead and doing charge fireball, which is pretty much the option that she's more inclined to go against Lancelot for this exact reason. The only issue with that is that if you know they're going to go for charge fireball every time, you can simply jump it. Or forward roll it. If you know what the timing is, it's enough wrap.
Oh, he's getting 2-8. 2-2-8 is such a good tool.
Nice! Wow, what a confirm!
Oh! Yeah, just dashes up, clips him with the fist, or going into the super.
I mean, Lynx, what you're on about there is the fact that Lancelot players were pretty unanimously carried by their character, and then the patch dropped, and all of a sudden they realized they actually had to lab things. And they're like, nah man, I got a dip. Maybe this game's not for me. One kills. Okay, what?
Kills that time?
I didn't think that one was gonna kill.
Maybe he just flips a coin if it's going to kill or not.
We're getting close.
Believe in victory.
Damn, I swear that one did more damage than the last one. What?
Yeah. Maybe different starter, you know, scaling comes in differently.
Beautiful. Right there,
Well,
we
there you
see.
go. As you
As long
mentioned,
as you
you
know it's charge fireball, you can jump it. It's all good.
Yep, exactly.
But it's the second that she goes for a regular fireball and DPs you that you decide that it's never worth jumping ever again. You just sit there and lament the fact that you're playing against Cheetah. Wait, never mind, that's just me.
I mean, you know, you've got characters that... Oh, never mind, it's going to hurt.
I'm sitting there with my laser. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna laser her fireball. And it never works out that way, bro. I'm so innocent, so naive. Oh, SSB is out of the
escapes. Oh, no, never mind.
It was just gonna be a retreat out of the corner, expecting Nivea to go for a DP or like a anything really, but no, goes straight for it, putting his life on the line, and Peter is at match point.
I mean, you got to make them think twice, right?
Battle 2. Engage.
If you can take the 3 damage super, go for it.
Nice.
Oh, just great.
I mean, he's not doing that on reaction. That is such a hard call out with the 2U.
Are you sure?
Yeah, no, he might be
You're
like.
kill icon. You can react pretty fast.
I don't know. The startup for the fireball is so short. I feel like he's pretty much just Twitch reacting with 2U. Not kidding, because obviously
Right,
if it's
react
fully
with easy
charged,
input DP.
if you're fully charging it like that, he can actually end up going for trades, and we've seen that quite consistently in this set. So I guess he's just deciding that it doesn't matter what the situation is. He'd rather take the trade than mess around with guessing.
Yeah. Oh, is that going to catch a dash? No, it doesn't. Oh, but it doesn't get punished because obviously it's Lance. He doesn't get punished from supers. Oh, dash up to you. Coming in clutch again. You saw it in the
Takes his
first
legs
game.
out. Yeah, I honestly think it's
gotta
kind of a
watch
Nivea
it.
classic at this point. Utilizes 2U a lot more than the other GTA players that I've seen. Wow, ballsy! 2M's the fireball startup. Good stuff.
Oh, 2H's Lance. Alright, got you in the corner, or you in the corner? No, it's Lance still in the corner. We've got world record breaking times here. Lance kept in the corner for 15 seconds now? Still in the corner?
It's out,
Alright,
it's
now
out, it's out. It's all good.
Man, we're breaking records there. Oh, try to edge, good awareness.
And right there we saw, standing just at the right range to be able to... Never mind, we're seeing a lot of really haphazard, dangerous fireballs getting thrown out by Peter at the moment. And Nivea is ready every time for him.
Ooh, he actually did full input as well. Normally with the anti-fireball supers, you just see the easy ones.
Yeah, no.
It's quicker.
Not Nivea. It's something that we're noticing as a trend in this tournament, especially. Nivea is just rocking with U360 for 6H.
Oh, and DPs, don't forget those. Alright. Good pressure, but no, good match there by Peter, escapes the pressure. You got his mix up.
Oh wow, nice. Ox waiting for the DP. Gets the overhead, doesn't get DP'd out of it. There's a couple of situations now where Nivea kind of has a free DP, like Lance SSBA, a couple of jump-ins, and it's not being reacted to, and I honestly feel like that's probably the biggest reason why Peter is at advantage right now. He's getting away with getting in with jump-ins, etc. quite often.
I think he was caught rolling that time, I'm not sure exactly, but...
Shipped out.
Yeah, Chip obviously inevitable at that point.
Now match point again.
Be done.
Who's going to go and visit Sanya-chan? Nice. Talking of anti-air, doesn't get the full conversion. Goes for a weird reset there instead. But blocks the DP. Beats out the anti-air. Nivea looking a little bit flustered right now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's what a set with Lance can do to you, right? He's not enjoyable to play against.
You know, it's what you want to do as the win. You want to frustrate your opponents into making mistakes, whereas Lance Outlaw actually has the tools to make them frustrated.
Yeah, it's just Loani doing it on purpose, but trying to do it. Yeah, I can't speak again. Loani trying to do it, but Lance just does it naturally. He's just that good and annoying.
Especially if you're experienced and know what you're doing with him. The thing is about Lancelot, especially before the nerfs, is that whilst everything looks like it's, you know, relatively Unga, all of it is actually just pretty safe. Like, you'd expect the character doing so much random stuff to be, you know, at risk doing it, but no, if you're playing smart as Lancelot, you're barely ever putting yourself at risk whilst having great tools to deal with most situations. Speaking of which, this is a match point. Wow, 5U to beat out the 2L?
Counter? Oh, that could be super, I think. No, no. One more hit though.
Back. EX Fireball again.
Doesn't want to be near the corner.
Wow.
That doesn't matter.
Yeah, standing back, trying to bit out the box jump. Just gets hit by lunge.
Yeah, you give him too much space, he's going to lunge at you because why would he not? Zero risk almost, unless you can super it in reaction.
Well, that was an interesting match. I mean, honestly, Peter looked kind of in complete control for most of it. There were a couple of situations where Nivea had nice callouts on what Peter was trying to go for, but for the most part, Peter was kind of playing his game for pretty much that entire set.
I mean, do you ever see a Lance not play his game? Even when he loses, the Lance is going to be playing his game. Because he can just enforce will on his opponents.
Right, next up, we have Sanya versus Nivea. And this matchup is going to decide who ends up going to face Peter again.
I mean, whoever wins has to beat them twice, which would be a big ask at this point, I think.
Yeah, I mean, all of these players have been seen to be on a roll. But Peter has pretty much just cemented right there that he's the one to beat.
But, you know, Sanya-chan has beat all the killers so far. Maybe it's just could be his time.
Honestly, I feel like Sanya is on such a trajectory to win this with upsets that even if it isn't the reality of what's going to happen, I want it to be. You know, I'm kind of rooting for Sanya right now, I'm not going to lie. He's been here since the start. He's been on that grind. It'd be nice to see him taking a event name.
Alright, let's see if you can get through Nivea first, though. Got to get through Jida. Who's going to throw the most fire DPs, do you think?
That's a hard one. Come on, man. That's a hard one. If I had to make a bet, I think that Sanya has slowed down on the DPs. He's definitely thrown out some weird, well, not weird necessarily, but very ham-fisted SSBAs in the first matches that we saw him play. But in general, I think the DPs have slowed down quite a bit, whereas Nivea is full steam ahead, you know? You've got the DPs on lock. He sees you so much as charge a laser in front of him, DP.
Yeah, that's one I still can't get my head around. I'm still not sure it's intentional.
It had to be. I mean, unless he fat-fingered skill instead of forward roll.
I mean, it might have been like trying to do quick input fireball, maybe? I don't know.
Nice. Speaking of,
good
DP unlock.
Yeah, that's definitely how you want to be using it. But we've seen Sanya-chan obviously bait them before by leaving the roll short. See if he's going to be looking to do that.
The thing is about this matchup is that Charlotte has probably the worst jump arc in the game to deal with fireballs, and Jida has pretty much inarguably the best fireballs in the game, so getting in can be really hard for the Rat, and when you are in, you have to deal with probably some of the best reversals in the game as well. DP on reaction to the jump again. The thing is that, again, Charlotte's jump arcs are so shallow that, honestly, DP fell quite short.
Oh, the side switch both times. Okay. Interesting option trying to anti-air here.
Walks up slowly and goes for the throw. It's going to cost him his life. Sanya somehow taking that first round.
Beat him throw a jump. I like it. Would obviously beat overhead too, but not you see very often. I guess.
I mean, honestly, it was pretty Chad from Nivea. The way that he went for that, bro, it just slowly walked up. And there we go. Beautiful stuff. Nivea showing us how to actually deal with random demon flip.
Oh,
Not many players do it
failed to
consistently.
punish a DP this round.
I mean, to be fair,
I think they're both
Jida and the base roster have a little bit of a history with having DPs that are stupidly hard to punish for no reason. So, you know, I'll give them some credit.
I mean, yeah, 100% agree with you. I feel like that could be toned down a bit in the badge, but...
You know, maybe add a little bit more recovery. Little bit.
Yeah, I don't want to think on like Street Fighter 5 crush counters on DP, but you know...
Ooh, beautiful.
I just want...
Nivea again. Yeah, I'm giving him the clap. Giving him the clap. Finally.
Right.
Someone saying no to all these little rats doing demon flip in neutral. Second time in a row that he's consistently dealt with it now.
Woo. Young man reactions though, benefiting from that, I believe. He's reacting to everything right here. And now Sanny-chan's in trouble this round. Now you gotta read it. No, that's not what you want.
Oh shit, Life is in the chat. You got me calling Charlotte a rat. I didn't mean it, Life, I swear. What?
Oh wait! Is that a reset? Is that a reset?
Yes! He reset out of his SPA into throw.
Is it a real reset or is it a drop, guys?
Alright, so I'm just gonna throw this one out here. Nivea coming into the chat, you know, acting all big. I'm not random. I'm more intentional than you think. Resets SPA into throw. And the worst part is, he fucking gets away with it. My god.
Absolutely. So, lesson learned, if you got a DP anyone, just mash DP during that stream, because why not?
If they ever stop, they're gonna get punished, you know? Oh
Yeah.
my god. Rick's coming in with the Charlotte the Rat emo. I was hoping that would come in.
Oh, there we go. Sanny-chan's on the board, I think. No, not quite.
Not quite.
But he's got chip now.
Nice 2L. Catches the jump. Universal overhead. It's very hard to tell with Nivea. Could have been either.
That's not optimal punish right there, but
Ooh,
I understand
nice.
it. Oh, a wall bounce. Okay.
Nah, that was a bit sloppy.
Deep DP. Felt like it came a bit late, but yeah, it still reacted.
That
just in
situation in general, he went for EX hands. He could have gotten a better knockdown into like an actual setup with him there. But instead, doesn't finish it properly and then does a pretty back jump. Gets CP'd. And Nivea is really showing that you have to keep things legitimate
Shimmy!
against him. Yeah, nice.
Street Fighter 5 and the SSBA.
Talking about keeping things clean against him. You're
Right.
trying to go for a guest
I'm
throw
gonna
like
call
that,
it.
you're going to get blown up.
Wake up SSBA, I'm calling it. Oh, I'm bad.
Yeah,
Sanny-chan,
maybe
what
not.
happened to you? You used to be cool. You changed,
Bro, he
man.
got tamed. He got tamed.
But, you know, if it were doing this 2L pressure, it would have been safe.
Nice punish. Wow.
I'm not sure Judah can punish.
Punish what? Oh, there's a
I'm
spear.
not
Definitely
sure
can.
Judah can punish us.
Definitely can.
Okay.
Depends on her super availability, but yeah, she definitely can. I don't think she had it there, so.
Yeah, it didn't have super, for sure. Alright.
Nice, these
Corner.
punishes.
No,
That's
it ends
a
rip.
punish, actually. Damn, that's kind of hit.
Oh, it drops it though.
Not today. No easy input either. No baby stuff in our house.
Baltimore punish. Not looking for Sanny-chan.
As the DPs.
Can he block the pressure?
Oh, he takes his turn back
Oh,
with EX
hands?
hands. Now he dies. 2-0.
Come on, Sanny-chan, we believe in you.
I believe in Sanya-chan, but honestly, we need more of the old Sanya-chan right now.
Battle 1.
Yeah.
Where are the
DPs
DPs
worked.
at? Like all of these times where you're calling him out with EX hands or taking your turn back off of Rekka, just DP, get the knockdown. Go for a meaty demon flip. Again.
Neville is just. I think Neville has got Sanny-chan's number at this point. He's just
I mean, all I'm
got
saying
every
is
single read right.
Mash OS saves lives. You see him going for the spot dodge OS there. We've seen that Nivea is using shimmies quite consistently, and what beats spot dodge OS? Shimmies and delayed buttons.
Battle 2.
Yeah. Never a Street Fighter 5 player, because I know I mean, but he actually genuinely
yeah,
looks like it at times.
it kind of does look like it. I'm not sure though, I can't say. Nice.
Oh, frame transfer with 5'8".
It wasn't a
Nice,
real
nice
frame
refresh,
transfer.
that's
Yes. Nice, gets the overhead. That's what we want to see. We want to see actual meaty demon flip setups. That shit tight. There we go. It was just a matter of time.
No!
The punish as well because he has SBA. This isn't going to kill though, right? Nah, this isn't going to kill.
Full input.
Come on, come on.
He does a lot in the last hit.
No!
Yes.
Sanya-chan, it's over. I had to pray for my boy.
That was over.
Good before, and thank you so much for the follow, man. But with that said, Naveer's getting the run back against Peter.
Is that a run back you want, though?
I don't know, man.
We saw how the first game went. Now you got up to 2 sets of that.
It's not looking pretty.
I'm going to have to grab a drink real quickly.
Yeah, no worries. I believe that Naveer will probably appreciate the break. No. Again, the thing is, though, Naveer, is that you can say that doing a reset from SBA into throw because your SBA wasn't going to kill is random. You know, it's not random. It definitely is. Because any player who knows their stuff is going to be holding forward plus skill for pretty much the entirety of that block string, as it is a true block string. Anytime you go for a reset, you can just mash during the entire thing. You can just sit there, spamming that light button, you know? You'll lose every time. But if you catch someone, you know, lacking, I guess, as we saw there, it can definitely work. But it's definitely random. There's no argument about that. Definitely random. Like, I think you're taking random as like a bad connotation. At the end of the day, being random is a very good thing to have in fighting games. If you get predictable at any point, no matter what tier of play you're playing at, it's going to become a lot easier to deal with your stuff.
Maybe unpredictable would be a better word then. Yeah,
I mean, both of them, they're literally synonyms, you know? They're synonymous with one another. Unpredictable and random, they're the same thing.
I mean, I'll say they're a bit different. You know, random implies no thought went into it, when unpredictable implies
it's not wrong.
That
it's going for an SBA reset into throw is definitely random. Like, no one's saying that you didn't intend to do it. People are saying that it's not something that would usually happen. It's not something that's in, like, a predictable range, making it random. Yeah, unpredictable, random. Like, literally, they're synonymous with each other for a reason. That random just means that something that is not within a predictable range. But with that said, you definitely caught not just Sanya-chan, but the commentators off guard with that SBA into throw as well. So, again, I doubt that you'll be able to pull it off against Peter, but if you do, I'm gonna be actually genuinely impressed. If you hit it on Peter, I'll give it to you. It's not random. At that point, it's a predictable range. You've done it twice, something's going on, yeah. At that point, you know, I've got to be expecting it.
Alright. Oh, okay. That's one way to punish lunge. Just preemptively jump it. Alright, block top overhead this time. Good DP. Wasn't random.
His DPs have been pretty on point today. Most of them are pretty intentionally placed. Again, there was the Phantom Zeta laser one. Other than that, they've all been pretty on point.
Absolutely. Pretty impressive DPs, actually. And pretty impressive blocking until that moment, but not a big conversion. Finally gets opened up. Felt like Nevi's been blocking for 40 seconds now. Finally goes down.
Oh yeah, that's dead. Doesn't matter if it's Lance or not.
Yeah.
That's the thing as well. Whilst I really like the fact that this game is relatively universal, like a lot of the defensive mechanics, stuff like that, combo routing, etc., it's all fairly standardized compared to other Axis titles. I will say that I would like to see a little bit more variance in the HP, like, you know, just the HP values of the characters in the game.
I see more variance in other areas than HP. HP seems like a lazy way of doing it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They're trying to keep it intentionally simple, right? Non-complex. But you're having characters like Zeta on the same health tier as some of the beefy boys, and it just doesn't make all that much sense.
I guess, but I mean, health is a big thing to be changing. It's like,
oh yeah, for sure. But we're seeing that they're not reluctant to change things in minor ways. For example, I believe Saurus is 1050 HP. They've added 50 HP to him, but usually it's like 500, the next increment that they usually change.
I think that's because he normally, like, he's not like a big boy who struggles to get in, but he does absorb damage through his...
Yeah, but that's what I mean. All I'm saying is that they're clearly willing to have small incremental changes to HP. But Saurus is really the only case where we see that. The rest of them, it's usually 500 either way, and we only see that in 4 of the other characters in the cast, I believe.
Yeah, I think it's just Matera, Fairy, and then you got Vass and Ladib with more, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Oh no, why'd you get Lance in the corner? Why would you do this to yourself? You know, I've explained about this a lot before, like, not normally on commentary, but the thing that I most say about Lance is, he is strongest where you normally would be the strongest. Like,
I mean,
your normal best position is the worst place to have him.
If there's any player that's going to abuse the living hell out of wall jump, by the way, it's Peter. He's put up multiple videos on Twitter, etc., showing use cases of certain tech like super jump into wall cling, etc., being a free frame overhead, stuff like that. There's pretty much no one who's more well versed with the wall as Peter is.
Viable SPA. Oh, no.
That would have been very interesting.
What? He hit behind? I'm hitboxing this game a bit wacky sometimes. Oh, got through fireball. Interesting. Okay, one hit fever player. Nevis got super. Doesn't need it.
Like, some people would say that DP was kind of random. Kind of hit backwards, bro.
Oh, he meant to hit backwards, man.
Yeah, like, he had labbed that.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I feel like that should have worked.
Gets the DP, gets the anti-air. Doesn't get the fireball conversion, damn.
Nice.
Gets the MVP, there we go, the Nivea Classic.
Great DP.
They know him for his MVP.
He went 5U through that? I mean, AU through that?
Same side, goes for the overhead, uses the wall to keep up his pressure.
Ooh, patient defense.
That was pretty big walk back.
Yeah, doesn't want to be near the corner, so he's learned. It's like, nah, fuck that.
I mean, yeah,
I don't want to be here. Okay, there we go.
4 back dashes. Again, some of the lesser intelligent people like me would say that the 4 back dashes is the response. It's kind of random, but you got him out of the corner, he gets the SPA, so Nivea putting himself back up to 1-1.
Long way to climb, but
yeah, not, it's entertaining to watch. Backwards DPs. Peter with the back hops.
Just escaping from the corner. And resets with supers.
Ah, nice.
Oh, is that an OS?
It's not an OS, no. I think he's just doing it on reaction.
Ah, that's unfortunate. He's been just a bit too fast for it 2 times.
Yeah.
Reaction, you know, biggest weakness.
I'll go with convicted.
Also his biggest strength. Alright, Lance just playing pretty patient here.
Oh, damn. Doesn't convert into anything. Okay, gets blocked. And it goes for the reset, and that's what happens when you go for a reset against against someone who's ready for that.
I mean, there's a bit of a difference this time because, you know, Peter was blocking and you expect him to try and cut it short to try and maybe get away with it. But Peter was obviously aware.
Again, you're in a true block string. All you have to do is just mash light. Guaranteed punish every time. Mash super or DP if you have it. Job's a good one.
Yeah, it's always minus, but, you know, you've got to try and catch them with a small gap. Oh, good fireball. Gets to the corner. Jimmy's. One more hit to Jib can end it. Can he escape the corner? Of course
he does, but into the middle of the screen. This isn't exactly favourable, getting hit.
Oh no, that's not the right punish.
Yeah. SSBA is out of the corner. Let's hold that. Gets
And
the
Nivea
combo.
escape here.
I mean, yeah, you've got quite a few hits to go. It's Lancelot, so he's going to need a very clean hit or 2 smaller hits. Well, the
Here's
reversal's
one.
open. It's going to be
Is he gonna
hard.
make it? Alright. Good defense.
Activate the DP. And there
And
it is.
again.
It's only
Okay,
a matter
there
of time.
we go. Yeah, you know, obviously DP. Well, it was
Nice.
one DP off winning, but if you got it wrong, you'd lost that round.
But heavy anti-air.
Oh,
Catches him in the toes.
plus from there, and now he's in the corner. He backed away from the corner so he wouldn't be there, but now he ended up putting himself there.
Again, you can stop it whenever you want, but if you're in block stun, all you have to do is mash light. And if you're in hit stun, again, all you have to do is mash light or DP. 4+ skill, boys.
Oh, good roll. Lars doesn't care. Patient play. Look, both looking for like one opportunity to open them up. Never get caught trying to anti-air and just gonna pay for it.
Goes for the reset.
No drop.
Tries to bait DP. Baits the MDP with teleport. And putting himself to 2-1. This is match point, tournament point, in fact.
Very patient play from both players. It seems to have slowed down.
I can tell you right now, Links, that you definitely can. The recovery on SBA is pretty high if you try and cancel out of it earlier. Like even Matera with her Solora Barry, it can definitely punish it.
Oh, 5H. There we go. Alright, doesn't want to pressure. He gets caught anyway. Watch your toes.
Yeah, the 2 is kind of deadly there. It's kind of nice. Beats Fireball if if Nivea goes for a Fireball and you happen to line up correctly.
Yep, and safe on block if it's spaced well.
Yeah, which we're pretty much universally seeing Peter go for. A nice boss face to you.
Stray hits here. Finally, Nivea confirms into something. He's really too scared to oppress the offense.
Nivea kind of scared to use Fireballs as well. Oh,
I mean, last
that's not
for
good.
anti-5 or SSBA. Wait.
Alright, what's the setup? Goes to the 2U into the block stun. Trying to bit out DP pretty vicariously right now. Oh, no way. No way.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Nivea using the right call out. Jesus Christ. That was hype. Thank the gods that he went for the right call out there, though. A lot of things would have lost to it. Oh, I love that. That was big brain. And you see, Nivea, that's what we would call a random SSBA from Peter. Not because it doesn't make sense, because, you know, we can understand the logic behind it. To alter his air timing, try and punish you going for a 2H. But it was still random. Wow, speaking of random air throw. Punishes the DP.
DP blocked. Oh, he drops it! What? Side switch? How did that come out the wrong side, though?
I mean, I have no clue, but Nivea's going to be absolutely happy with that one. He'll take that.
We're establishing a pro game here. We haven't really seen that yet.
No anti-air on the teleport.
I mean, you know why he didn't anti-air? Because of this super that happened last time. Is this going to be the tournament? I shouldn't kill, right? No, not quite. One more hit. Oh, wait, no, he's down around.
Yeah. Nivea took the last one.
Yeah, sorry, I thought he won.
He has one more chance to keep himself alive. But I believe Nivea's got some good stuff going for him. For example, UP connects, but it was looking a little bit sus there.
Just about hit well enough to keep him. Alright. Doesn't use the X records? Oh, could that be why? Optimal stuff. Really optimal. Jesus. Oh, he didn't super? Alright, it's looking good here for Nivea, though.
Really is. He has a significant health lead. Reversals out of his ass. It's the fireball, closes out the round. 2-2. We're now at reset point, as well as tournament point.
Reset tournament, let's go.
I mean, it's literally ride or die.
What's your prediction? Reset or tournament?
I don't know what. Again, both of these players, I'm going to stop saying random because apparently people don't like me using a synonym of unpredictable. But at the same time, it's so unpredictable at this point that it would be impossible for me to call this.
Alright.
Nivea's looking pretty solid in this round, though.
Lately.
Yeah. You're understanding what I'm going for when I'm saying random. I'm not saying that, you know, it was stupid or uneducated in any sense. I'm saying that it was Not what you'd predict to happen in that situation, you know? Not what we'd expect.
So you always submit. Is it random then?
Oh,
I've seen a few things that come out. Oh, dodgy through fireball again. Peter, unable to catch it.
Navir is swanging. Now he's not swanging. Now he's just walking forward slowly. So I mean, the pacing of this match changes so quickly. It's so hard to determine what's going to come next. Speaking of, a 5-8 on reaction to the fireball into full input SBA pardon. I mean, at the same time, you are pretty much just buffering into it at that point, but nonetheless, a 5 heavy in reaction to the fireball, that's something you don't see every day.
Yeah, never showing why he's such a good player, really. He's really adapted here. It was looking pretty hopeless, especially in the first set that we had earlier in winners. But now he's turned it right around.
Bro, gets hit by the DP. Both players are around about half HP right now. Navir can get into the corner, he's one combo from dead. Oh, on block.
Can he keep lancing the corner?
It's, now that he's got to keep him there, yeah, that's the thing. He's got him there. He's at reset point. One more touch is going to do it, but there's one character that you probably aren't going to be able to rely on.
Future Rachel SSBA, which one?
Universal overhead. Navir universal overhead to reset to the bracket.
Not an option you see too often, you know, 2-hour universal overhead.
Well, again, it's Navir. Navir does that a lot, so.
Alright. But I can see why it would work there, because, you know, there's so many other things to watch out for. You've got the frame traps with wreckers.
You're thinking about, you know, you're a Lancelot player. You're sitting there thinking, how am I going to get out of this corner? And then you get hit.
Do I
you're like, oh, shit, wait, universal overhead.
SSBA, which...
How you doing, Follow? That's a good quote, Lynx. I like that. It describes a lot of how I felt early on with Rixter. It looked like he was put into guess situations so frequently, but he guessed correctly with, you know, his reversals so often that I was starting to think, does he know something that I don't? How is he so consistently guessing right? But that's exactly it. Skill,
it's a time traveler.
Right? He just saw what was going to happen. Went back, changed it. I mean,
exactly,
that's
right?
a,
You know,
that's
if you can
proverb,
travel
right?
through time by 10 seconds, you'd be the best fighting game player in the world, easy.
There is a Japanese proverb about skill, like luck actually being. We saw it again.
Oh, that's again.
Like with CP. That's so weird. I guess there's a lingering. Yeah, there's a lingering hitbox box situation going on. Yeah, there's a Japanese proverb that's all about like, luck is like an invaluable skill to have as a someone going into battle. So I know it's just HAB, but this could be compared to that. You know, people putting their lives at stake.
Exactly right.
Same thing.
This is battle, fight to the death, and it looks like Nevi's about to die.
Speaking of death.
Peter's looking convincing that round, but obviously very momentum based. If Nevi gets started, that can fully change. Oh, 2U, such a good button. Oh, full punish? Okay.
Navir looking reinvigorated right now, going for the deep 5U.
Blocks the overhead. Let's get this corner anyway.
Nice. Gets the throw.
Okay. Was that on purpose?
Yeah, fakes the same side. Fakes the same side and then uses the walkling to go for the low. I like that. That's spicy.
That is definitely interesting.
Again, there's a single player that shows me like interesting wall setups that I've not seen before. It's Peter.
Yeah, you mentioned that and you've been absolutely spot on. Like, we've seen, well, I've seen so many things I hadn't really seen before.
Most Lancers aren't utilizing it enough, man. Peter sat around in the lab, posted all these tech videos on Twitter. If you're a Lancelot player, check out his Twitter now, to be honest. It's got a bunch
at this point I'm surprised
stuff.
he doesn't just backdash at round start, but just backdash all the way to the corner and just sit there.
This is my area, my domain. I've labbed this. If you lab this, I don't think you've labbed this.
No one can lab it like that. Oh no. Alright, now you go in the mix up.
Nice.
Empty jump low. Alright, loops. Try to bait DP.
I guess the DP.
Gets hit by delay, DP. What's that delayed throw? That's like a full second delay there.
Navir, guess is right. 50% of the time, 100% of the time. Let's go.
That's about right.
Hit by the thrust into the low, and that's going to be the round anyway. Navia was on a roll, but all the little hits really do add up from Peter.
Yeah, it wasn't quite enough. Getting caught by a few empty jump lows there. I mean, very hard to deal with. And 2U, such a good button, man. Best button in the game. Okay, there we go. Finally, Peter calls out the spot dodge through the fireball. I mean, forward roll through the fireball. And gets a full punish. And he calls out the anti-air too.
I mean, if you're going to say that Ferry has good Abaris, boys, you're capping. And a Ferry player saying that they'd rather have good Abaris in response for a DP, that's a pretty reasonable take. See that? Some would say that that archetype of character probably doesn't need a DP to begin with. But Navia has sat around and charged himself up to fully charged 5U. Again, something that you don't see that often.
Want to see a training mode combo, let's go.
And I'll go with, that was unpredictable, man. I didn't see that one coming. And I want to see what comes as a result of it, though. That's what I'm interested in now.
Yeah, I've never seen it actually land. That's the biggest thing, right? Guarding it's one thing, but can you land it?
Peter, come on, jump, man.
Right, land.
Jump. Jump. No, don't mash back in super. Come on.
Unfortunately, we're not going to see it again. It's going to kill.
I wanted to see the 5U stuff.
Doesn't exist.
Victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Alright, so we get tournament point again? I'm just trying to keep track manually here. Alright, so Navia definitely has a big field to play. I feel like Peter in that last set seemed to have like noticed a few things that he didn't act on.
I mean, honestly,
and he saved them all for the reset.
Like I was saying at the beginning of the last round, the last match, going into the reset, Peter seems completely reinvigorated. Like, this is not the same player that we were seeing. He's just a lot more aggressive. Yeah. He's taking the initiative at the start of the round and not giving it back.
I mean, yeah, that's one way to say it. This is going to be another very momentum-filled round. One more touch can end it here.
The only thing that can save Navira at this point is his DPs. And ironically, that's like 90% of the way that he's been getting momentum back during these rounds. This is an unsuccessful DP.
It's true, but we saw Peter block quite a few in like the previous game, I think, or maybe it's the first game of the reset. He blocked like 3 DPs in a row.
Navia, he's been put to the wall, you know? He's being pushed all the way to his limits, and now the universal overheads come out. I like it.
Final form.
His colours. They're showing. Oh, damn, gets hit by the full teleport.
Yeah, he's done it twice in a row.
Damn, you know, it's the Chinese
wasn't like a full counter hit.
The Chinese tech. Oh, nice!
Oh,
beautiful fire heavy conversion.
I never needs this. One hit. Oh no, he tries to air, but Lance is just too fast. He has plus from that range. Can't hit buttons. Oh, he can block in times. Okay.
Beautiful use of jump fast to deal with the fireballs at the moment.
Yeah, that's a good thing to point out. Oh wait, is this gonna work?
Wow.
This works! What?
Baiting the fireball, anticipating that Navia, who's just shown off his new tool, jumping around like a little frog, tries to put the frog to sleep. One more touch is gonna do it. Can Navia bring himself back into this? Is SPA gonna connect? No. Cheats himself out of the corner, goes for the X lunge, plus. Out, gets hit by the overhead, goes for the DP bait. So many coming out, but Navia just being very patient, waiting to take his turn back with his tournament life on the line. 2M, EX Fireball, what we're going to see. Walking back, again, not letting Lancelot get into his safe space. Now we're back into
I did never escape so far. Oh no, I killed it. I'm sorry, guys.
Save you! The first time we've seen Peter use that this entire tournament. And it wins in it.
Oh.
The last thing on Navia's mind. Navia sitting there, being very patient, you know? Being respectful, waiting for his opportunity to take a turn back. But Peter, one step ahead. And I am happy to say that Peter has just taken his first Hearts of Blazing event. It's been a long time coming. He's been a phenomenal player. Pretty much the last warrior for Lancelot. And I hope to see him... Wait, I don't think Peter's in the Red Bull thing, so I hope to see him in the last chance qualifier. But with that said, congratulations to Peter and everyone else who attended the bracket. Navia and Sanya-chan, special shout-outs. That was an incredible run. Especially, Navia, you gave us some very clippable moments. That was a really fun tournament. Thanks again to everyone who signed up, everyone who's in the chat. I see quite a lot of people from the US today, so shout outs to the US. And thank you a lot to Cynical for joining me. If you want to plug any of your stuff, feel free to do so now.
Alright, I'm going to plug 2 things real quick. I'm going to plug my first attending thing tomorrow. Remember, that starts tomorrow about 3 PM UK time. Just give me a follow. Let me just type in chat. My mouse isn't doing it. Remember, we're going to have Rixa v Pida, versus the tournament we just saw. It should be a really great set. And Swampum v Venom. Venom's, first showing in a long time.
Yeah, I mean, he's pretty absent at the moment.
Sorry?
He's pretty absent at the moment. He rejoined HAB and is intending to play a lot more Granblue at the moment. But this is going to be his first, foray back into a tournament setting. So I'm interested to see that.
And he's going right back in the deep end, right?
You don't get much harder than Sanya.
Pretty much. And also going to shout out, Celtic Throwdown real quick. Jay will be streaming it. I'll be commentating, and guys, go sign up. We need more players.
Yeah, I mean, we're sitting at 17 right now. I predict that we'll probably see around about 24. But it's also especially worth mentioning that this is going to be an online tournament that's going to be using a Parsec virtual machine. What this means is that you will be connecting not to other players in a peer-to-peer setting. You're instead going to be connecting to a virtual machine that's located in Amsterdam. And you're going to be doing that through Parsec. The reason why this is good, and the reason why this should be interesting to you, is that means that if you have a good connection, you're pretty much going to be in not exactly offline, but close to offline settings. And you don't have to worry about your opponent's connection, your opponent's machine, etc. It's literally just going to be a case of the only limitation is your own hardware and network availability. This means that if you are hesitant to join online tournaments usually, this is definitely a good opportunity for you to not only get some clout because you just won Celtic Throwdown, and you can put that on your bio without mentioning that this one was online. That's the tech. But you also get to experience a Parsec VM, which isn't something that you'll be able to experience all that often.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Should be interesting with the new technology.
Yeah, I'm pretty interested to see how it goes.
Because of bad connections, but yeah, like I said, if you got a bad connection, it's only going to affect you.
And if you have a good connection, job's a good one. Because that is the most frustrating thing about online events, isn't it? It's like, regardless of... You can set yourself up in the best situation and conditions possible, and you can still have a bad time. Again, it's not necessarily to say that that's your opponent's fault. It could just be a case of bad routing, etc. But with the Parsec VM, this eliminates a lot of peer-to-peer issues. So hopefully it'll be a good environment for everyone to play in. I'm going to look for someone to host now. And I believe if Gibbs is still on, I'll throw it over there.
Yeah. I was going to say Gibbs is probably still doing...
Imagine, right?
Refreshing. He's still, streaming. He's 333 viewers, so pretty good show in there.
That's Sparkbolt putting in some work for Frank Bolt.
Yeah, thank you so much again,
boys,
to all the attendees, all of the people in the chat, all of the follows, absolutely everyone who supported on Match Arena. All of you are the reason why this is possible. And next week is the final event before the season finale, so it's time to get some placements going if you haven't already.